Welcome back to another episode of Safe to Say. I'm your host, Heather, and have a very special guest with me today, my Aquarius sis, Shy. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy that you're here.
I am so happy to be here. I remember when we first started the podcast and you were a guest, you were like, so how is the podcast world going? And then I'm here and I'm like, it's amazing.
Oh,
it really
you so
is.
much. So if you don't know, Shy has her own podcast with her friend Winter called Behind the Likes, and it is booming. You probably already know. And they brought me on as their first guest, was I? Or second?
I think the first girl guest, yes. We had a guy guest at first and they were like, this is a podcast for the girls. So we were like, we know the perfect one.
Yeah. I was so happy to go over there, and still to this day, people will be writing me like on YouTube and TikTok and stuff like, oh, I watched your episode on Behind the Likes and I just love it. You got to go back over there and talk to them. And they really, really fuck with y'all.
No, they like you on there too. They still be like, all right, we want Heather back on our Patreon. Somebody just recently said something about Heather. I was just like, you know what? I'm going to be there. Literally yesterday I seen it. I was like, okay, I should have screenshot that and sent it to you.
I'm so happy that you came. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
You look real cute too.
Thank you. You too. Honestly, I was just like, I don't really know what to wear. Look at these heels, y'all. But it's confusing because, you know, it's literally like, it's snowing in other places of the world and we in LA and we just had a wildfire. You know what I'm saying? I got the leather on like Blade. I got jeans. This is a summer crop top, but
I think you look great.
Thank you.
And
you always look good. Yeah, we do. That's why I left this on.
Yeah.
So we could be twins.
I love it.
Wait, what are you doing for your birthday?
I'm going out of town.
Oh, wait. You didn't tell them where? Because I remember now, actually.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I text you. I haven't told them yet, but I'm going out of town for my birthday to Turks and Caicos. It's my 35th birthday.
Damn.
It's a big birthday.
No, I'm just kidding.
Shut up. God damn. You gotta put that sound effect in, Kelvin. Shut the fuck up.
I'm just kidding.
How old are you? Young?
25.
You are not 25, Shy.
No, I'm 32. But you said that's cap. All right, relax on my age real quick. Talking about that's cap. Like how? It's the haircut.
Oh my God, I was just about to bring up your haircut. I love it.
Thank you.
It's so cute.
I am not a short hair girly. I'm really not. Like, honestly, and men treat you differently with short hair. They be like, bitch, get to the back of the line. Like, I swear, I'm like, bro, like, I be thinking I'm gonna get the same privilege with long hair. It is not the same. They be like, you one of the niggas. Go back there.
You one of the niggas. Stop.
Bro.
I love watching her Insta stories because it's just pure entertainment. You have to follow her on her Instagram. She's so funny. She just randomly did her haircut on Insta story, was just like, you know what? I don't remember what you said, but you just started chopping up like, this girl don't give a fuck, and just cut her hair off. She's like, I don't know what I'm going to do. I got to go film. I'm panicking.
Yeah, I cut bangs because I don't know. I don't know if you were, I don't know. It went viral all like on TikTok, and it was like because I had braids a long time ago and I had really long hair. Like my real hair was like to my ass crack. And I got braids. I didn't comb it out correctly, so I had to get it cut. And that was like a dramatic experience for me because it wasn't like, I didn't want that.
Yeah.
So after I had that first cut, I was just like, fuck it, it's just hair. You know what I'm saying? So from there, I just like have cut it and done what I wanted to do with it. And now I'm just like, okay, I'm not playing with it no more. I'm letting this shit grow out.
I think it looks so cute.
Thank you.
Any girl or woman that has a short haircut and still be a bad bitch, she's just a bad bitch.
Period.
There's
that part.
If you could rock a short haircut, you could do anything. You could rock anything.
It is very freeing, but I did not also realize, y'all, keynote, if you have a pixie, you think it will be a wake up and go type of situation. It is not. So if you thinking you cutting your hair because you want to just get up and get out the bed and go, hell no. Like I be sitting in that bed in that mirror, just be like, what the hell did I do?
But don't you gotta go get it like wrapped and put the foam on it and sit under the dryer?
Exactly. Luckily, my type of hair is easier, but I'm not gonna lie to you, it really is like something every single day. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like when you have long hair, you could like, it's still nice when you just put it in a little pony and go, you know?
Yeah. Well, I heard the opposite of you. I heard Jada Wada say that this pixie cut be letting you know, and the niggas be wanting you with the pixie. She said it attracts a different type of man.
It does attract a different type of man. And you know, it depends on hairstyles. You know, even like black women, like you can change your personality, you can change your whole look up just by your hairstyle. Like when I have that curly hair and I put it up in a little pony, like I get those Afrocentric brother men, and then it's like I have a pixie cut. It's a completely different vibe. I get the niggas who want you to be at the back of the line. When I have long hair, I get the scammers. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's really just like, it really is different levels. And Jada, what Jada Waiter?
Uh-huh.
She tiny. She don't get the same men every time.
I know.
You know what I'm saying? She's a little like, pick her up and just have fun with her.
They like small girls, huh?
Yeah.
I'll never know nothing about that. Neither will Shy. She's tall. I feel like I'm regular height, but I've been fat before.
What?
Wait,
I'm confused.
Oh my God.
You know how I feel about you. I had to check myself. I was like, I hope she doesn't think I'm a weirdo, because I'm always literally like, I love you. I think you're the best.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying? I think Heather
sweet.
is like a blueprint of like a woman in business, with family, in relationships. Like, I really like even this setup, y'all. Like, when she said she want to do a podcast, she did a podcast.
I did come on y'all's podcast and say, I want to do a podcast.
Yeah,
after or on.
Look at the setup.
It's just a little something.
Look at the material.
You know, it was so hard. I can do everything for everybody else, but I cannot figure out what I wanted my set to be.
And don't you have about 12 businesses?
Yeah.
She decorating candles and weddings and...
I like to do a lot of things. We're Aquarius. We can do everything. We're multi-talented. You know this.
Very much so.
Okay, so we just automatically love each other. When we met, we just clicked, I feel like. And she was always so sweet. I'm so sweet. And I'm just like, there's something about you. I don't know. She's an Aquarius.
Because it's an understanding, you know?
Yeah.
You just understand each other. And even if it is a little, it'd be like, she's an Aquarius. You know?
She cool.
She cool.
Yeah. She'll get away with it. When's your birthday?
January 31st.
Oh, so you're a January Aquarius.
It's the last day.
Barely. No, it is. I feel like January Aquarius and February Aquarius are slightly different. But we're only 3 days apart then. Well, 4.
Your birthday on the 4th?
The 2nd.
The 2nd?
I'm slow. Is it 31st of January, right?
Yes. And your birthday on the 2nd. What? You know what I had a problem with? Literally today, I was just like, bro, I can't count hours. So I was just like, all right, if the venue, okay, I'm being for real. I'm being serious. Okay, if the venue time, from.
Oh my God.
Is it 12 to 1, 1 to 2, 2 to 3? Is that 3 hours, or is it 12, 1, 2, 3? Is that 4 hours?
That's 4 hours.
No, but what is, if I want to
do 12 to 1, 1 to 2, 2 to 3.
Okay, so that's 3 hours. Okay.
That's so funny. See, we're a little slow.
I was like, is that 4 or 3 hours? What is it?
I used to have that problem too. That's crazy.
Yeah, no. Somebody asked me what 12 times 8 was the other day, and I was like, mind your fucking business. Like, don't
be giving me math questions. Like, what? I can't answer math questions off the top of my head.
Exactly.
I can't. And my kids be asking me, and I'm like, girl, let me get my calculator. They're like, Mom, you're not supposed to. I'm like, well, go ask your daddy. Or figure out on your paper. Yeah. That's what you're supposed to be doing, is doing your little markups.
Exactly.
Anyways, we're going to go ahead and read off some of our Aquarius friend traits. Because I don't think that I've ever had another Aquarius friend.
Really?
Actually, I do know 2 people that are Aquarius. I do know 2 people that are Aquarius. And we're pretty similar. So the Aquarius friendship is 2 Aquarians getting together just works. They know how the other one thinks. They know what to say and when to say it. They prioritize the same things. They have similar sense of excitement and curiosity. But there's a drawback to all these similarities. Aquarius should fight against their lack of emotional intimacy. Aquarians can become detached easily. When they're feeling distant, they should reset through a fun activity. Friendships between 2 Aquarians is likely to be harmonious. They will bond over what they have in common and encourage the other to find new areas of interest. They might have trouble sharing deep emotions because they both tend to be cerebral. What the hell?
Cerebral.
Cerebral. With enough time, they'll get past that block and enjoy a supportive friendship. Let's get into this, because I was just talking to Terrell, and he thinks I'm such a weirdo for not having friends, or like not having friends, just getting like deep with my friends and like being emotional, I guess, with my friends.
You have that issue too?
Yeah. See?
Okay. Do you have a lot of female-centered friendships?
No.
Because I was just about to say, because you've been in a relationship for so long, so that's like an understanding concept of it, because you've been in a relationship for a long time, and you're a grown-ass woman, you got kids, you have a lot of things to be doing. But I literally, the other day, probably like a month ago, one of my friends started crying to me, and I was just like, what are we doing? I was like, all right, what's going on? And she was crying to me because she was just like, I feel like sometimes like you have an emotional block. And I'm just like, I know how, I'm extremely emotional. I'm extremely empathetic. And I know how to regulate my emotions. I think with us, we don't let our emotions control us or dictate how we maneuver into situations and settings. And people make emotions their whole personality. Mm-hmm. That's not my personality. That's just a part of it. And I know how to categorize every single thing. And that's just how I've put myself into the world, because if I let my emotions overcome every single thing in every single situation, I'll just be a wreck, you know?
A mess.
So is that how you are?
Yeah, I think so. And because we were talking about like calling your friends on the phone and just be like, hey, I'm having a hard time with this or whatever. And I said, oh, I'm not doing that. Like, I don't know. I just don't feel comfortable with putting the burden on somebody else, like my problems.
Because we're considerate. Right? Sorry that an issue. You know, I say this.
I am
extremely considerate of others. Do you have a therapist?
No, I just told him I'm
Have you ever gone to therapy?
Once.
And you were like, fuck this bitch. No,
it was like postpartum stuff.
Oh.
And I was just like, they might put me in jail.
What, you were trying to kill your baby?
No. Fuck no. But I'm just like, I can't tell them what I'm thinking.
Oh.
Fully.
No, my sister had like, she had just had her child. She had just had her baby, and she was just like very like aloof, and and we were just like, are you good? And she was like, I'm not gonna throw my baby in the fucking microwave if that's what you think.
Yeah.
Or in the oven, she said, and we were like, we kind of were. So we kind of thought that.
You can't, yeah.
But like, I mean, because postpartum, you really don't understand, like you
don't understand what stuff is going through your mind and why it's popping up in your mind. Mm-hmm. And it's just like, why am I thinking this?
Exactly.
And then you can't get yourself out of it. Yeah. Like, you're not strong enough at the time to get yourself out of it. That's why I was like, okay, I have to talk to somebody, because I can fight myself in my mind to get over something or just whatever. But that, I'm like, I can't get over this. Like, it's still here. Like, why do I feel like this? And then I used to be scared to like walk with my baby up the stairs.
Really?
Yeah. And that's what I told my therapist. I'm like, I'm walking up the stairs and I'm having bad thoughts. I didn't say I want to throw my baby over the three
I was
stairs.
right. I knew it.
But I had bad thoughts.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't want to do this to my baby.
Yeah.
And I know I'm strong enough to not ever do this shit. So when I would get so scared, and I would just hold my baby so tight. Like when I had to walk up the stairs, and I'm like, it's just in your mind. And I had to like be that strong to like get past that. And I told my therapist that too. And
what did they say?
Like, they were just like, started getting out numbers and shit like this. You need to go see this. I'm like, oh, y'all gonna call the cops on me.
Yeah, no, that's not fair to say. Was it a woman or a man?
It was a man.
See, that's the first problem right there. No, you need to, I would center when I found therapists, I wanted a black woman. I wanted someone, because I mean, I'm saying therapy, like, I mean, I do advocate for it, but I've never been like that consistent. But I remember one time I had like a therapist who lived in LA. She was a bad bitch too. Like, she was pretty. I was like, I wonder if she going back and telling her homegirls on my tea right now. But like, so that's why I'm like,
that's illegal.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, you have to find like someone who can like relate to you. Even like honestly wanting to find somebody who's of like mixed race possibly, so you can like, they can. Yeah. I just want somebody who understands a little bit and who adds education behind it.
Right.
Don't send me no numbers telling me that I'm wrong. You know, you're not wrong for that. That's very common.
Right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know. We were just talking about maybe I should get a therapist and just see. But I be feeling like I'm wasting my $150 every session. It's literally like an $80 to $150 charge. Yeah. And that's for the regular therapist that you find on regular.
Yeah, BetterHelp.
Yeah, it's not. It's not cheap.
Yeah, it's not cheap. But I felt like when I was going through something, and I was like, all right, I need a therapist, because I do have an issue. What's it called? Like like, not, it's a word for it, but overwhelming someone with all of my issues consistently, like, are my friendships, because I don't mind calling friends sometimes if I'm overwhelmed. But it's trauma dumping. That's the word I was looking for. I don't want to always trauma dump on someone. So that's probably how you feel too. So when I had a therapist, I was like, all right, they're not really giving me all of the key elements that I know that I probably need, but it felt better to tell them versus to tell my friends and just like putting that energy on them, and they can't even really help me. You know what I'm saying?
True. Exactly.
But I agree with you wholeheartedly. Like, she cried, and she was just like, the most recent conversation, she was just like, I feel like you know, it's very surface. And I'm like, that's not true at all. Like, it may feel that way with you. Everybody is different. Like, I can categorize my emotions. I can categorize my friendships as well.
Yeah.
You know, and not everybody will get that version of me.
Yeah.
So,
exactly.
you know?
Because we're too good of people. Mm-hmm. So if you feel like you give them all of you, they're just, and they fuck it over or walk over you or whatever. Because I told Terrell too, I'm like, I just don't trust nobody.
Yeah.
And I feel like everybody always has like a...
ulterior motive.
Mm-hmm, that's what it is, ulterior motive.
And also, I have 4 older sisters. Like, I was just talking to my sisters yesterday, like in like a group FaceTime, and I was just like, that's why also sometimes... I'm not a high maintenance friendship. I don't know if you are.
Either.
Yeah, I'm not a high maintenance friendship. Like I'm the type of friend you call me, I'm there. Like it could be 4:00 in the morning. If you need me, I'm there. But if you call me every single day, I want to shoot I'm done. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't deal with that every single day type of situation.
I can't either.
So exactly. So it's just like, and some people don't understand that aspect of it. But I was just like, I'm so blessed to have sisters. They're like literally my built-in besties that I've had all of my life. And I'm so comfortable with them.
Yeah.
You know, multiple different versions of me and you still have to love me.
Yeah.
You know? You have to. There's no other choice.
So let's get into your family and where you're from. Because I know you have a big family. Mm-hmm. I saw one of you and your brother go viral. For doing, it was like Thanksgiving or something.
Oh, my nephew. Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, because I have all sisters, and all of my sisters have boys.
Okay.
And my oldest sister is 17 years older than me, and me and my nephew, I'm their aunt, and we all the same age, damn near. So it's just like.
So where are you from?
Louisiana.
Period. I love a Louisiana.
Fours down, south side. No, I'm just kidding.
Is Louisiana that ghetto?
Louisiana, it really is ghetto. Like, I'm not even gonna lie to you. It's not even like ghetto. It's
in a bad way.
It's just like country. It's country ghetto. It really is different. When I came to LA, I was just like, y'all got palm trees.
How long
in your ghetto?
How long have you been here?
11 years.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. You've been here for a long time.
Yeah.
Like me.
I'm an LA resident now.
Yeah, what do we call vetted? We're vetted in.
We're vetted in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what Terrell said. You're vetted in. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
When I start saying I'm from here, don't nobody check me.
I will never be from here.
Ooh. She said, I'll never be an LA girl. I'm Louisiana till I die.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
what's your favorite thing about Louisiana?
My favorite thing, I mean, my culture, for one.
Yeah.
You know, I'm Creole as well, Black Creole, but like it's a lot of culture. It's my favorite thing, my family. That's the biggest thing. But honestly, where I'm from, and it made me grow up with a different like perspective on life. Like coming here, if I wasn't from where I was from, I would have probably folded a long time ago. Yeah. You know, and LA is a really tough city to be acclimated to. But I had a very great backing with my sisters and my praying mother, the support from my family. And it's just like, I just see the world like a little differently. Yeah. You know, because of how I more so contribute that to my parents. Yeah. Versus like Louisiana. But like, I mean, I don't know. I just grew up in like a different household. I lived in a nice little suburban area, like a Black suburban area. And like, everybody I kind of have like, it's hard for me to balance sometimes because everybody where I'm from, they married with kids. Mm-hmm. And I'm still out here living my best life. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I kind of like, I'm in that stage of wanting to settle down, you know? You should. Because everybody that I know has already settled. And all of my friends out here are all like still single. That's how it is in Texas too. And it's just like, that's what we come from, like from the South. Louisiana, the South? Mm-hmm. Yeah, like we come from the South. Yeah. Oh, don't judge. Terrell's like, this girl. Aquarius, it's all right. Look, we the boot. I feel like we just have like that family-oriented vibe. Exactly. Everybody comes together. It's a lot of cousins, it's a lot of brothers, sisters, aunties, uncles. Mm-hmm. And the goal is to start your own family and to be with somebody and just like live life. And then that's it. You don't do nothing. You get a job and you work and you do, I know, and that's what's so confusing about where I'm at and in my phase of life is that I want to bake those cookies. I want to but I don't want like a basic job. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I want to bake those cookies for my child, but I don't want a basic job that will that entails to be in those type of areas. Yeah. It's just like, it's figuring out a balance, It is. I don't think I would ever move back to Louisiana. I'm not shitting on it by no means. I said that in another podcast one time. They're like, what you got against Louisiana? Nothing. That's where I'm from. Yeah. But the balance of it is just like a confusing aspect right now, you know?
Yeah, it is. But you'll figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
Did you go to college?
For a year, sure did.
Out here? Or Louisiana?
No, in Louisiana.
Okay. And why only for a year?
Because I was just like, all right, I am about to use public relations in Louisiana. And I was like, I visited LA because I had family out here when I was 18, and I was like, all right, I'm moving back. I was like, I already knew that I was going to be out there, and I was just like, I'm wasting my time.
Yeah.
Because this isn't really what I wanted to do from the jump. Like, I mean, I thought of public relations. I thought that I could be good at that, but I was like, I want to model, I want to act, I want to do all of these things.
Yeah.
And you know, and when I came out here, it's like LA will light a different fire in you, and it'll be like, all right, I booked my first like Macy's campaign within like 3 months of being in LA. So I was just like, and that fire dies down.
Yeah.
To like a slow burning little flame, and then
you gotta figure out how to make it.
Exactly.
You gotta figure out if this is really truly what you want to do, because you gotta go through jumps and hoops and all kind of stuff to make it and be really successful in it. So you modeled. Wow, I didn't know that.
I modeled. I was in commercials. Like,
you're just like model perfection. Like you could have went and won Tyra Banks' Next Top Model.
You know what's funny? She got me all the way to them last rounds.
She did?
I went to Dallas and everything, and I was like, that big forehead bitch did not call me back.
God,
I was just like, that's really crazy, Tyra.
Wow, they wrong.
Like, I went through all of the rounds, and they were like, all right, all we're gonna do is wait on that call from Tyra, and I was like, I'm in.
So you weren't on the show yet?
No, I wasn't on the show. It was like the rounds that you made it to, like, you had like multiple different rounds. You have like, the process is like they have you in a room. It starts at like 400, and then from 400 is 200, then from 200 is 150, and then from 150 is 150, 30, 20. I was the last 10, so I was like, okay, great, like this is gonna be up for me. And they made us like film like a little video. I was like, my life is gonna change.
Yeah,
she never called me, so I was like, I guess it's college. You know?
Damn. Wow, that's really good though. You made it to the top 10.
I know, right?
That's really good.
But you know what, modeling, my personality was just like, I always felt like I couldn't really like flourish.
Yeah.
Because I remember one time I went to this like set for Ray-Ban, and I made the mistake of them asking me how my day was, and I was like fucking horrible. Like, you know, and I'm like, I'm cracking jokes, but I'm also like, you know, I fell on the way here, I got all this and that. And they were just like, oh, really? And like, they were so nice to me, and they told my agency, they called and they were like, don't ever send her back here again. And that's how it is, like, in that industry. Like, I remember when I first came out here and I went to like different agencies like to get scouted or whatever, they were like, you have acne, we hate your haircut, your hips are too wide. Like, they were like, they really do pick you apart that way.
Yeah, they do.
And I was like, I'm going to Louisiana, I hate it here, but you know.
Okay, so how'd your family feel about you coming to LA, moving to LA, and trying to pursue modeling? Were they like, you could do it?
I didn't tell them.
You didn't? You're just like, I'm coming to LA.
No, I literally saved up so much because I don't want to hear nobody's opinions. And, you know, being from like kind of like a small place, like a small city, my mom always did tell me that, you know, it's a big world, go explore it. And now she regretting that because ain't none of her children in Louisiana no more.
Dang.
But she did always say that, but I didn't want any negative opinions. I already knew what I was going to do. So I saved up a little bit of coin. I was working hard. I was doing all this and that. And I was just like, I told them probably like a week before. I was like, oh, by the way, I'm going to go live in LA. Yeah, my mom cried every day.
When you got out here, did you live with somebody?
I lived with my aunt and my uncle. And I told them like 2 weeks, and I was like, don't tell anybody yet. And they were like, all right, you know, just make sure you tell them before. And I was like, I'm going to tell them. And I ended up staying with her for like a month, and I was like, oh, you asking me too much about what I'm doing. Like, I'm grown. I'm 21. Like, you gotta leave me alone. I was like, I gotta get out of here. And then my first apartment was like this roach-infested place in Van Nuys, and I was like, well, I guess this is my story.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been there before.
You live with roaches?
Well, I mean, haven't we all? But not when I moved to LA. But I was on the street. I thought I was coming, about to be doing it up with him. Came to a mansion. Literally, probably 4 weeks I was in there, and then I had to leave. We got kicked out, put to the curb.
And go where?
Extended stay hotel. And my mom was like, oh, trying to show our
Get
friends.
the hell out.
Show us the pool, girl. Show us the house. This is this. I'm like, okay, I'm at a video shoot. I'm somewhere. I don't know.
You be in one little wall and you gotta keep the FaceTime right here. Exactly.
Because if she sees the bed, oh my God.
And you know what's crazy about that? When you are from where you're from, when you're out here, every little thing is such a big deal. And it's like, I gotta put on for my city.
Yeah.
They can't know that I'm in a hotel. They can't know that I'm talking to roaches at night. You know what I'm saying?
Like, they
cannot
be like, bring your ass back. What are you doing?
Exactly.
Like, what are you doing out here with this boy? I was 19. I'm like, bring your ass back. You don't have to be living like this.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you got a nice, humble abode waiting for you.
Exactly. But then it's like, what am I going to go back and do? Work?
Exactly. What am I going to do? Work at Convergys? That's what
What's
everybody was
Convergys, a restaurant?
Yeah, no, it was like this call center in Louisiana that everybody, you know what I'm saying?
I came from a call center.
Really?
Mm-hmm. It was called Santander. It was a bank. And like we did like auto insurance and stuff.
See, exactly. I'm like, what am I going to do? Because I was working at like Twin Peaks. It's like a version of like Hooters.
Oh, I know what Twin Peaks is.
I had a blast there. I was having a time. You know what I'm saying?
I could have been a manager. Probably.
No, look,
corporate.
that would have pissed me off. Get me the hell out of here.
Oh my God, that's so funny. Okay, so you're out here, you're trying to model, you're working different jobs, trying to make it.
Yeah.
And then you found something, or you found a friend, Winter.
Yeah.
I guess. And then now y'all decided to do a podcast. How'd that come about?
So we are both extremely she has my same sense of humor. We have dark humor. Like it honestly automatically clicked. I was like, oh, this girl's funny.
How'd y'all meet?
So we met years ago. We even stayed in the same apartment complex. If you ever stayed at the Orsini and you live in LA.
I stayed at the Medici.
Exactly. If you ever stayed in any of them places, you was living a little bit of a life, all right? You know what I'm saying? So we both stayed at the Orsini a long time ago, and we would just be in passing, hey and bye. We always knew of each other. And then I think one time one of my other best friends invited me to one of Winter's Taco Tuesdays, and I just took initiative and was playing the games. I was just being myself and just having a good time, And she was just we just clicked from there. And then we were just cool. And I had originally wanted to do a podcast first. And I had this management. It was a bad contract deal. They ended up owing me money. And so I was just discouraged from podcasting altogether. And Winter was we should do one together. She had pulled up a little whiteboard, had written down all this stuff and was just this is what we're going to do. This, and this. And I was just kind of wanted to do my own thing, because I'm a supportive friend.
Yeah.
And I am a cheerleader. I am always, cheering for my friends and doing this and that. But I'm all right, I need something for myself. You know what I'm saying? But I'm so happy that I ended up deciding to do it with Winter because I couldn't have imagined a better business partner, a better relationship, a better podcast with anyone else but her, you know?
Yeah. That's good. It's crazy. It's just crazy how life works. And y'all just go so good together.
We do.
It's y'all been friends for so many years, super close friends. You know how to talk to each other. Yeah. You can take each other's jokes. I enjoy y'all. And their podcast is blowing up. They've done so many live shows.
We've done one so far.
That I missed. I'm feeling so horrible. They've done so many live shows that I missed.
It's just one. No, I'm just kidding. But no, it's completely fine. Wasn't it your baby's?
My parents were coming in town.
My
baby's daughter's birthday.
It's a lot that goes on into it. And we were sold out anyways, baby girl. So
I didn't have a ticket.
You weren't even missed. No, I'm just kidding. No,
but it's just so successful. And how long have you been doing it? 2 years?
So it'll be 2 years in July, I think, June or July. So yeah, we have been pretty blessed, and thankfully, coming from Winter already having a large platform, we kind of skipped a few steps. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of podcasts don't even get paid per se. It's not really that lucrative until the first 2-3 years sometimes.
Yeah.
So we went into it taking a few head starts, and it does work so well. We just be yapping. You really gotta have a homegirl that you could really yap with. Even if we don't have topics sometimes, we can just make the shit run. You know what I'm saying?
And y'all are consistent. You haven't stopped. I'm okay.
That's the hardest thing, consistency. And then honestly, working with, being a business partner with your best friend.
I know.
So
I've been there before.
Really?
Yeah. I saw how organized you and Winter were and how much you cared, because we were going to start our, a girls podcast. and we were like having meetings about it and doing like all the creative and stuff. And like, I was like, dang, these girls are like really like me. Like they'll pull inspo. They're going to book this. Like y'all are coming out of pocket paying for different things, like to really get it done.
Mind you, I paid for that space and never got my money back.
I'm like, I hope I don't ask for that.
I should have went in that group chat and been like, where's the funds?
You should have. I thought it was coming.
I literally don't know.
But I had bought all the robes too. Remember, we all did a little something.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
We all did a little something, but you did the most expensive part.
No, it's okay. It's literally fine. But
I saw then, I was like, okay, I could see myself working with them because they love it too. You know, like you and Winter, like on it. So yeah, maybe that's why you work good together. You both have to want the same thing. You both have to have the same goals for you to be successful. You can't like, one can't want to be better than the other. Yeah. Or think you're better than the other. It's just a lot of things that goes into being able to work with the girl anyways. Cause like groups barely stay together.
Group
like
settings, yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just
for
like.
you to be ready to like, all right.
And that's why I don't even want to do that either, because I don't do groups.
Really?
Yeah. And my heart wasn't all the way in it.
Neither was mine.
Yeah.
No, you could tell probably, right? But the thing is with Winter, she's always like, and this is why we do work well together, because I'll sit on something, I'll procrastinate, I'll be like, all right, I want it to be perfect. And then I ended up like thinking about it, writing all these game plans, doing all these things and be like, it's not enough. And I don't do anything at all. So Winter will execute, like Winter will have the thought process together and like I can execute it. And like we really like piggyback and bounce off of each other. Ideas, creativity, like all type of things. So we really we really do work well together. And like our most recent like little tit, I was just like, we down the middle. Like I was like, and if I feel like I'm doing too much, we address it and then we move forward. And like she picks up her slack and I pick up my slack. Like we balance it out. But like with Winter that I appreciate, I'm the type to like let 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 things, and then I blow up and everybody be like, what's the problem? Yeah, me too. Well, it's a million things that have been the problem, and Winter's like, let's address every single thing. And that to me would annoy the hell out of me. And I'd be like, why we gotta talk every day about some shit? You know what I'm saying? Like, we can move past it. But that's also, I think, coming from sisters have been like, you don't really address shit sometimes. After you fight, you just be like, all right, mama made spaghetti, you hungry? It's in there. You know what I'm saying? And we just move on. It is that. So like, we don't have to talk about this. Exactly. We don't have to, I'd be like, and almost killed each other. Exactly. She'd be like, all right, so do you want to talk about the argument we had yesterday? I'm like, no. I like that about her, though, because she did that in this situation. And usually I would have been like, this girl's messy. She's trying to start something. I would feel that way, but I didn't feel that way in that situation. No, because that's just genuinely how she wants to like get past it, and it's just like I think I respect it more now. At first, it used to annoy me because I'm like, shut up. I don't want to talk about my feelings every day. But like now it's just like you gotta talk about it, Heather. Yeah, you gotta. I'm like, do I? Do we really? Or can? Because my thing is, I can. Me too. I'll never talk to you again. And that's me. Like, I don't gotta badmouth you. I don't gotta let you know my feel. Like, I don't have to do that. My presence being removed from you is the best thing that, like, is the worst thing for you, but the best thing for me. Exactly. So that's why I be like, and I'm like, you know? Yeah. But it's taught me to maneuver. Yeah, same. I'm glad that show didn't work out either because y'all had to focus on y'all. And I was saying that. Yeah, you were. I really was. I was just like, we had not even been 5, 6 months in this game yet, and we have so much to focus on, and we're a 2-man team. We finally got an assistant. Yeah. Oh, good. Yeah. Good. We finally got an assistant. You need that. Yeah. I remember y'all were like, Winter was asking me questions, and I'm like, you need that. Like, you can't be doing everything. Yeah, and you know, I'm just like, we still are doing a lot. Like, that's the worst. It's wait, like, is it? I'm still doing a lot, and I got to. She might have to read this. She might watch this, so I don't want to talk about it. I'll ask you later on. No, their job is to make your job easier. Yeah, but I think it's because to be able for you to do other things to. Yeah, I think it's because I don't want to be micromanaged, but I just feel like we've been so hands on for so long. It's kind of hard to take our hands off of it fully. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I think that's more so it, because I'm like, I still want to be like, you know. Don't ever take your hands off of it. Yeah, no, I can't at all, you know, so. I made that mistake, and I was like, oh, I have all these employees. Yeah. And, oh, I don't got to do nothing. And I could just see it like this. And you know what's funny? That's how we kind of, we don't see that right now because we're still very hands-on, but I'm like, I don't want that to be because we get so many viral reels. Like, we make all of our own reels. We do all of our own clips. We edit our whole entire episodes. Which is tiring at this point. You know what I'm saying? But, like, we're all money in. Rest in peace, Nipsey. But
I love that.
Are y'all beefing with them? What is that? Okay, no.
We love Nipsey over here. Speaking of Terrell and Shy, oh my gosh. This fool.
What?
So y'all came on back on Fig, which was the best girl guest that we've ever had. I'm just going to say it now. We only had about 2 or 3, but they were the best.
Thank you.
And you're welcome. I feel like the chat loved y'all. The audience everybody just loved y'all. The comments were good. Y'all come from like men haters or whatever.
Yeah, and I was like, no, I made him turn those comments off because they were not nice. The comments on the YouTube were, but the chat was mean as hell. I was like, turn it off. I'm not used to this.
But y'all were doing good. Y'all were pushing through it. Y'all didn't let it affect y'all.
No, yeah.
And when you left, he was like, oh, I love them. He was like, I could talk to Shy all day. She's so funny. And then we leave on a good note. And then Terrell goes, oh, y'all come over to film cocktails.
Oh, yeah,
And then you leave a little surprise for us on the ring camera. And then this fool goes and posts it on his biggest show on Monday.
You know, which is very wild. I got tagged in that.
Yeah, I seen that. Okay, y'all thought I was gonna see it, and she was kind of low key hot because I came to your birthday after, which like, I just don't like that nigga he be with. That voice gets on my nerves. They got me fucked up. Why did I'm like, oh shit, she didn't like it. Oh no, I'm like, oh I don't have no control over
No, I was not mad at all. I thought it was, but I'm like, I should have known. Even doing that because I am a really gassy lady, but can't nobody expose me because I'll do it myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I really didn't care at all. But like his friend, his host had made a comment. Oh, she knew with his voice. She knows she gonna go viral. Who the fuck you? What you think? I'm not thinking that y'all gonna post that talking about she knew what she was doing. What the fuck you talking about, nigga? Like I didn't know that was gonna be posted.
Right, like I didn't do this for y'all to post it on fucking back on Fig.
Exactly.
And have the chat react and all these comments. And all these
nasty stank hoe. Like I was just like, what? Y'all don't fart, so ladies don't fart. Ladies don't poop. We just whisper in our.
So y'all don't got a good personality.
Exactly. Ladies whisper in their panties. That was not a fart. It was a little.
Now whisper in their panties. Oh, that's a real sexy way to put it.
You know what I'm saying? I just whisper in them real quick.
So are you sexual like Winter?
No, that's slut. Absolutely not. No, I'm just kidding. No, but when we were talking about like with the cocktail, what was it?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, that was fun.
Do not play Never Have I Ever with that girl.
That girl done it all, huh? Y'all gotta go. I told Winter too. Y'all have to go on, what's it called? I keep fucking Horrible Decisions.
Horrible Decisions. Yeah.
It's called Decisions now.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it is because they probably trying to
clean it up
a little bit. Horrible is such a play on words, though. That's hilarious.
I know. But they're so funny. And it's 2 girls. And they're crazy as hell like y'all. And I just feel like y'all would just be such good entertainment.
See, like, here's the thing. Like, I'm vocal, but I don't think we're like that. When we explain our podcast to people, they'd be like, oh, well, y'all raunchy. And I'm like, I don't think we're really like raunchy or like vulgar like that. We're just open. You know what I'm saying? Like, I told the podcast 2 weeks ago about my yeast infection. And I'm just like, they just be, in the comments.
That's why I love y'all, though.
Giving me like little advice and tidbits. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, everybody has one. Have you ever had a yeast infection?
Yeah, when I was young.
Oh, you want to make that known that when you were young?
I got it when I was pregnant, too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a thing.
I heard that's a thing when you're pregnant.
Yeah.
Would you rather a yeast infection or BV? We talked about that.
I don't know what BV is.
You've never had BV? Neither have I.
I don't think I do. What is that, gonorrhea?
No, BV's not a STI. It's like a... It's like a infection. It's like a bacterial vaginosis, and it smells a little fishy. So what would you rather, smelling fishy or itchy?
Itchy.
So I said the same thing. Winter was like, nah, I stink for a few days, but also...
No, I be itchy.
Yeah.
I be like, let me go to the bathroom real quick. Hold on.
That's funny.
So y'all both go viral for stuff that y'all say. Y'all have no filter. They are wild, okay? On their podcast, all the reels and stuff. How do y'all deal with that? Like, so many people commenting on about what you've said, like things you said. Because I got a clip posted on on site with my sister, and I was just like, felt like, oh, I have to read every single comment, and oh, how does this person feel? Oh, let me make sure I don't do that again. But if you have a successful podcast and you truly are yourself and you say whatever, that is what makes it so special, right? Okay.
To me, me dealing with that, how do I deal with that? It seems like, in a sense, I don't read on Instagram. I don't read I don't read the comments. I really don't read them that much. On our YouTube page, I'm reading every single comment religiously. And like it, and you know what's crazy? I didn't used to judge, but I would be like just take the Beyoncé route. Don't respond. You know what I'm saying? But like, on a bad day, when you wake up and they got piss in your oatmeal and you know that you want to lash out on somebody, it's so easy to go to the internet because you know somebody gonna say some shit that you don't agree with about you, and you don't even know, they don't even know you. So it's like, you know what? You don't even know me. You know, all of these type of things. But I know that I'm loved in real life, so that hate doesn't bother me. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can hate me on social media, you can do all these things, but I know that any room that I'm in, I'm loved. I know that my core of people love me. I know that, you know what I'm saying? That's
good. That's good, because I'm like, people, the way, like, if you say one little thing wrong, they will attack you. They will make you feel like you are the scum of the earth.
They are ruthless, and they're losers.
Yeah, they are.
They are literally losers, and that's what keeps me going. And I feel like lately I have been in a mood to argue back. Like I said earlier, I was like, I have been like arguing back, but it's like I argue back over things that are like kind of like common sense of like, what are you, like, I'm saying something that's very valid, very common, very actually factual. Google it. I love to say Google it. But I'm
like, I gotta learn not to give a fuck. And y'all very much both do not give a F.
Because it weeds out the people who are supposed to be there for you. It weeds out your people. Like, you're not my person. If you want to unfollow me, you're not my person from something that I've said or done. Because like, I experienced like my first realm like of viral hate when I first started the podcast, because I'm used to like, my stories are like kind of like, I post like they're my close friends, like you know, like I'm just very vocal, very open, and I just don't really care. So people love that about me, so I've never really gotten like negative hate. And it was like a storm of hate one episode that we did, and I did not know how to act for a week. I cried every single day for a week straight, but I'm so happy that I went through that, especially in the beginning, because it taught me that people literally forget about it in a week. Yeah. People literally move on from things in a week. There's the next big topic to talk about. There's the next somewhere where someone did this, and that, and the third. And it's just like, I'm one small little equation into this big puzzle, you know? So that's how I think of it. And it's just like, nobody was meant to see all of this negativity. Like, that wasn't like that. No. Like, our brains aren't wired to experience that. What did they say about you? You should be minding your business. What your business is.
Oh, God, you don't want to see what they say about me.
Show me. No, I'm just kidding.
They just, Back on Big made my skin thick.
First of all, they're all gay over there. And, like, who cares about those little twinks over there? Like, honestly.
Who cares about them niggas?
Literally.
Oh, my God.
They ain't never seen a pussy a day in their life, and they want to fucking comment on it. Like, please go to hell. You know, like, who cares about them? I was like, whatever, fucking lesbians.
I know. They hate girls on Back on Big.
Yeah, very much so. I was just like, whatever.
I don't know how I'm still standing on there. If it wasn't for Terrell telling me, oh, it's good, it's great, love you there. Girl, I'd be gone a long time ago. I've been checked out.
I do love y'all dynamic. Like, and I told you that in the beginning, because when you first came on the show, I was like, I need to do like my research on her, because obviously you are known, but I'm like, I just want to know everything. And I'm like, I didn't realize how well y'all coexisted together, how like y'all do a lot of the, like y'all really are like a unit. And you know, you see when people, like when they have like the man in the background or in like the reels or this and that, like you don't want to be there, you don't want to do this and that, y'all really work very well together. And I'm like, I think that's such a commendable and admirable thing in relationships, you know?
Yeah, it is.
So that's why I was like, oh, I'm excited to go back just to see y'all dynamic, you know? Which is like a really cool thing.
Yeah, I was happy that y'all came. Y'all got to come back then and scare you off. God.
Yeah, no, they didn't scare us off. I hope they grew up a little bit.
Yeah, for real. What's your favorite thing about having your own podcast? What's your favorite thing about having your own podcast?
That we have creative control, and that we can, like, if there were anything like a long time when I first got the podcast, I kind of slacked on like my social media content because I was like, I could just say, because I'm more vocal. Like when I talk, I don't really do like the content of like, you know, like this is my day or things like that. I just speak about like topics that people want to talk about. So I slacked on that version of it. And I was just like, I could just talk about it on the podcast, which I enjoy. Like we could talk about whatever we want. Like we dictate any single conversation. So like that's my favorite part of, you know, having a podcast and doing something like easy with my best friend that's lucrative, you know? So,
the best.
You know what I'm saying? It's just like, it's not even like work. Well, it is work. I'll take that back. It is work. It's a lot of work, but it doesn't feel like it when you sit in like in those chairs, you know?
Yeah, no, it doesn't. That's amazing, right? That you could do that and just,
And it's like the same with, you know, Terrell, like the same thing that you do. So like, it's like, you know, what I have been made aware of, everything, content is cash.
Yeah.
Everything is a way to make content, like with our Patreon. Subscribe to that too, you guys. But like every single thing, like anytime we're together, it's like we have to film and make content, and sometimes that can get overwhelming. But it adds more fuel to the fire, and it's like everything we do is like it's just you know.
Y'all gotta start posting vlogs on y'all's regular thing. At least one. Maybe. And then send people drop special content to the Patreon.
Maybe I was thinking maybe we could add Patreon content because that's honestly like our bread and butter right now.
Patreon.
Do you have Patreon?
No, but he does.
Because it's subscription based, and if we like, it really is because it's like it's just a different light. Like I'm more comfortable on there. It's like it's not the flashing lights. It's not we just be filming like, you know, just being ourselves. Like you just chilling with your homegirl, and like they love that the most. And it's like just a different version of us because we are. Regardless of like how many times we do this, it is still nerve-wracking. It is still like, all right, let me, you know, make sure I say the right things or make sure like, you know, because when people are paying, they not there to hate. They there for the genuine, like to support and love you. And like versus like on YouTube, it's a free platform. They can say whatever they want to say. Yeah. You know? It's just different. I mean, you can say it on Patreon too, but like if you paying to be a hater, like that's a different type of hate, you know?
For real.
What's your favorite thing about podcasting so far?
My favorite thing for me is it just getting me out of my comfort zone and just like facing my biggest fears of like talking to somebody like this because I have like social anxiety. Really? Yeah. And I get really nervous and I just like don't know what to say. Like even when I'm out at an event and just like, oh, somebody come. Oh, hi Heather, like nice to meet you. So nice to meet you too. And then I don't know what to say after. Or, oh, hey Heather, how you doing? And I'm like, oh, I'm doing good. And then it's just like, let me just walk away because I don't know how to keep up the conversation. So I love it because I feel like I'm getting more comfortable talking to people. I'm able to carry a conversation. And just stepping outside of my comfort zone and people actually want to hear me talk. And I've never done that. I've always just posted on Instagram, never talked. I didn't want to do YouTube family vlogs until he made me. I was like, so terrified just because I like want everything to be perfect. But the world is changing. Everything's changing. TikTok. Like TikTok became a thing. Instagram Reels. I'm like, I can't just post
it's so much to keep up with
anymore.
It's so much to keep up with, but like I think you've gone into this lane really well. Like you're fully equipped and prepared, and like even TikTok, like your TikToks like go up. Like people want to see the things that you're doing, so I feel like this is a great lane for you. Me on the other hand, like on the same hand, I guess. Social anxiety is scary to me because I don't give a damn. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going in.
That's my goal. That is my goal, is to just not give a damn.
The more you do this, the more you are in those settings and these environments, and like it does get easier. Like it does get easier. It gets better, and like I feel like you have a good team behind you. It'd be like, all right, like always, you know, you always probably have somebody with you in those settings too, right? Like Winter's the same way. She's kind of like socially awkward. She'll be in the corner. She need a few drinks to loosen up first.
Yeah. And then you're the friend that can break the ice, talk to everybody.
Yeah, I love to know people's backstory. I want to know why your dad left when you was 5. Like, I like to get down to the nitty gritty. I noticed that at your birthday party. I loved being at your birthday party because I didn't know nobody. Yeah. And I didn't think nobody knew me. And I would just I was talking to people. Well, they were talking to me. They loved you.
Yeah, they were all talking to me. And I loved it too. I loved them too. And I met so many cool people.
She was the DJ there. She was like, she was trying to leave when Winter left because Winter was sick, and so she left a little early. I was like, no, stay. I know that's, stay with me.
I'm like, okay, I'll
And
stay.
she's like, I'll stay. And she was a DJ, talking to people.
I had fun. You have really cool friends.
Thanks.
I like to be around cool people.
Yeah.
I'll leave if I'm not comfortable.
Yeah.
You know, like, I don't have time for that. Okay. What was the hardest part about starting Behind the Likes?
The hardest part in starting, I wouldn't necessarily, like, it was really just like our first episode, we were just on a roll. Like, it really was, like, it was what kind of like happened, like going along with Behind, like, you know, like orchestrating our time, like figuring out how to work together. Me and Winter figuring out how to, like, that was kind of like the hardest part of it, and like battling like disagreements and how we maneuver and adjust to those disagreements, or like how we come to compromising. That was more so the hardest part, but starting the podcast per se wasn't really an issue because we both wanted to do that. It was something that we both wanted to do. We both had ideas that we brought together. But I will say the hardest thing currently, after like, you know, like figuring out the dynamic of your partner, business partner, and other co-hosts, is getting guests. Have you been having an issue with that?
Mm-hmm. And mine is guest based.
Yeah.
So like, it's not like I'm talking to my best friend. If I did that, I'd be on a whole roll.
Yeah.
But I feel like and I haven't done that many interviews, but every time feels like a new time because it's so far, like I'm not on a weekly schedule.
Yeah.
You know, I should be, and I should have my guests booked, but
You should, honestly, because that's the biggest thing is like regimen. People like on Wednesdays, they'd be like, all right, I got my food, I got my wine.
Yeah,
like
they're ready for you to
they're
drop.
ready for our drop.
And y'all
you know?
do-
and that's
y'all
the
do
most
that really
consistent
good.
thing, yeah.
y'all make sure that you stay consistent. You let your fans know or your viewers know, like, hey, we're going to be dropping late or tomorrow or
Because they
whatever.
will curse us out.
Yeah.
They be in my DMs like, bitch, where's the episode? I'm like, relax, you know. But that's honestly the biggest thing. But like, I mean, I commend you for even doing this by yourself, because I can, even with Winter, I can see how hard it would be to be doing it by myself, because guests, orchestrating the time for them to come, like doing all of the production, doing all of this stuff is a lot. And on your own, like, you got to get comfortable to where you like looking in the camera like this. So today, you guys, and you know, just talk
And I
about stuff
tried
like
to
that.
do that too.
How was it?
Not too good for me. I feel like it's not as fun.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like I'm just like talking to a camera. Like, I feel like I should almost be reading something, make sure I say it right exactly. Like, so I don't know if I like that too much, but I'm still trying.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just got to book my guest. So
I think you're doing a great job. Like, you keeping the conversation flowing. You have really great questions. Like, I like it. I like it here.
yay! Thank you.
Stay.
And you're I stay. Well, I'll tell you. Thank you. This is our first episode of 2025. So mark one for the books.
Yeah.
Try my first interview of 2025.
So when do you drop? Do you have like a specific day that you drop, or when are you?
We try to drop Tuesdays.
On Tuesdays?
Right. And then I have a cooking show, and I drop on Thursday. And then we just added me and Terrell, like a relationship thing called Not Married that we just
bring me
added.
on that, because I'm wondering where to ring at.
Yeah, let's get into relationship, Shy. Because last time I thought you were in a relationship.
Yeah, I still am.
You still are?
Yeah.
Why you stop posting them? Why you stop posting him?
Look, I'm doing dry January, and I wish this had some wine, honestly.
That's just straight agua. Oh my God, a little parched.
Because, you know, honestly, with having a podcast, that's also a hard part of it. People feel like they know every single aspect of your life, and they just start like making up shit that I didn't even know. Like, you know, about in my relationship, like Reddit, first of all, hates us, hates him.
I hate Reddit.
No, they hate him.
Your man?
And I've brought him up probably like 4 or 5 times on the episode, and we have over 80 episodes. And like, it just got me to a point where it's like, I don't even want y'all to know anything at this point, you know? So that's kind of where it kind of stemmed from. But also, he been playing with me a little bit, so.
So where's your relationship stand?
It's standing. On his last leg.
Oh, no, golly. Not on his last leg.
No, I mean, no, it isn't. It's just that I hate, because when I'm vague, they make up these scenarios. Like, an idle mind is the devil's playground, and I be feeling like they little devils making up and writing shit in those comments that don't be true.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, I hate being vague, but it's just like, we just deal with a lot of different aspects of it, and like of our relationship, and
Yeah, because it's a long distance, right?
That's the thing. It's a long distance relationship. So that's one key element of it. And it's
hard.
just that. And it's, we didn't start talking. We started in COVID. We weren't even supposed to last this long. You know what I'm saying? Like, them COVID relationships.
Supposed to be in the house.
You know what I'm saying? This was like, and then it's like, but I adore him and I'm obsessed with him. But I just feel like the reason why I stopped kind of like talking about him on like the podcast or putting him on my platform, because like it was getting like a lot of hate, because I said one time that I'm like, I want to be married, I want kids, I want these things, and we've been together going on 4 years, and they're like, this nigga playing with you, he don't want to marry you, he like this and that. And so now that's the whole entire narrative when I'm like, there are a lot of other things that go into play besides just us being like 4 years in, like almost 4 years in. It's just like we live long distance. We have had kind of like a tumultuous relationship in the past. We've gotten a lot better with our communication, but if I'm gonna be honest, it don't just be all him. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And so it's been times where I'm like, looking back, I could have reacted to things differently. I could have handled situations differently. But like, I love him. And I've put in a lot of time in this relationship. And I don't want it to go in vain. Like, they know about, I cried one time. That's why I cried it was an episode with Brittany Renner. And we were talking about relationships, and I wasn't ready to talk about how we had stopped talking because of some shit that went down. Okay. I ended up doing something that I could have went to jail for. And so she was just like, are you in a relationship? And I was like, no.
Oh, no.
And like the tears, Botox was in full effect. So like nothing was moving, but them tears was just rolling down. Aww. And so like from there, they have just been like, we don't like this, man. Like, because I cried on camera, which is warranted and valid. But I just feel like it's a lot to our relationship that I don't want, like, it's hard because I don't want every disagreement on camera, and I don't want every little tit to be a major issue when it's not a major issue to me. But like, I'm sure you've experienced this.
Yeah, we have so much in common.
I've
cried on camera, full out bawled. He yelled at me like, it's just, like, stop bringing this up, bitch. What the fuck?
It's like why are we doing this, And it's just like, but what's crazy? I would sometimes wish that he's more social media privy, because he hasn't posted in like 3 years.
Okay.
So like he's not that type of, so I remember when I went through like a little break, we went through a little break or whatever, and one of my homegirls was sending me she sent me this guy who was like a content creator, but he was fine, I'll say it. And so I was just like, but he was like a content creator. I was like, I don't want no content making ass nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's just not my vibe. Like, I don't want that. That's not me.
I don't either.
And so it's just, you got one low key.
I make him do the content, not the other way around.
He was on his phone. He was like, bitch, hold up. I got a podcast. That's it. But
it's different with content.
It is.
I don't want no nigga doing it, get ready with me.
I don't want
no
like man,
morning, day in the life.
I don't want no man propping up his phone and being like,
oh hell no.
Oh my God, that. Oh, it is so, and I'm like, that is not my vibe, that's not my style. So it's like, I appreciate that about him, but on the other hand, it's just like, I feel like sometimes you can't relate or understand when I'm like, these are topics that I kind of have to talk about. If I understand what someone is going through, I want to be relatable and be like, look, this is what I'm going through, or this is what I'm saying, or this is how you maneuver in these relationships, but he didn't sign up for that. So it's not fair to him to only have one, voice.
So you met him before you started your podcast, and no eyes were on your relationship. Nobody knew y'all were in your relationship. Nobody knew your business.
On Instagram, when we would post, like I would post him, he would post me on our stories, but nobody really, like, I would never go on Instagram and be like, he did this. I would never do that. You only seeing highlights.
How long did it take for y'all to post each other on your socials?
Like a year.
Like a year? Mm-hmm. I feel like that's good.
Yeah, that's a year.
Was there any, did you ask him or did he ask you? Or was it like, let's do this, let's let the world know we're together?
Yeah, it was kind of like that. And then like, I'm more active on social media. And I remember we had gotten to this thing where I was like, how about you just go ahead and post me on your page? Mm-hmm.
Not your stories, sir.
Not your stories. I was like, how about that? How about we do that? And he gave me the bullshit excuse of like, and this is why they're gonna be like, leave this man on this episode too. But he, like, I already know it. But he was just like, I haven't even posted on my page in 2 years. And I'm like, so what? Post me.
So
Pick me. Love me.
So do you feel like he's not truly committed to you because you don't have a post on his page? Do you feel like something is like, why you don't want to post me on your page? Like, do you have something else going on? Or you don't want somebody to know that we're together? Or what is it? Do you feel like that at all?
No, I don't get cheating. Like, I don't get those type of vibes at all. I just really honestly think that, like, he just don't be posting.
He just don't post.
He just don't be posting.
Right?
But I said, like, and honestly, there's people who be like, I'm not posting till I get a ring on my finger or this and that. And I'm like, maybe he's one of them. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, to me, it's just like, all right, you ain't going on my page. Like, that's just how it is. But
and I was just telling Terrell that.
Yeah, like, you're not going on my...
There's couples together that don't post each other.
At all, which is interesting. But to me, it's just like, I'm not asking... I hate talking about my relationship. Yeah. I do. Because I'm not asking for that. I only made it a big deal that one time because I'm just like, why not? Come on, I want to ruffle some feathers right now.
Yeah.
Do it. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? How you just wake up one day and want to argue?
Who pop out
you know
the
what I'm saying?
woodwork.
Like, yeah, let's just see what's going on. Like, you know.
Because
who coming to me as a woman? I would love to know.
Oh, yeah.
You know, but no.
But I never saw you post him like that. What, like probably like the beginning of last year, you were like heavy posting him. Mm-hmm. And then it just stopped. So I'm like, oh, maybe Shai's not with her man anymore. But I was just telling him that, like, you don't have to post your significant other on your social media for you to be together. Yeah. So that's why I wanted to ask you, like, do you feel like people aren't committed to the person or whatever because they don't post on social media? No.
It's mandatory. When I get a ring, he better post it.
Oh, yeah.
He better post it. I want to be right here.
Well, it's now
like
I got a whole podcast and all this stuff, so you might have to go content.
Content?
He might.
Yeah, literally. And you know what's funny? Like, he is very, like, he's been in the Patreon before, but he is, like, he's the type that will be in, like, the corner, like, doing it or telling me, and, you know, he's supportive of my podcast. Like, he loves me. He wants me to do that. He wants me to excel in anything, like, business related. He's, like, all for it, and he's, like, the main reason why... It's a lot that goes to it, but he's extremely supportive, and he's just like main reason why I don't even we're not even in New York right now is because you need to fully flourish and thrive.
Flourish and
thrive in what you're doing right now. I don't want to take you out of that element.
Oh, so he's in New York.
He's in New York, yeah.
Okay.
But he works by coastal, so it don't really be feeling long distance to me. So, and I like my space too. Yeah. He struggles with it more than me, but I'd be like, oh, see you next week, buddy.
Yeah.
You know?
I like that too.
You know, exactly. But I just think that if I'm being completely honest and transparent, I have shifted a lot into, I've been with you for a long time and I do want more. Mm-hmm. And I think I'm very vocal about saying that, but I also know that more is not just on him. It's on me. And that's what a lot of people don't really understand. It's on both of us. Like, we both have two careers that are very demanding. And if I picked up, I wouldn't see where the podcast would go. You know what I'm saying? So it's not just him. That's what people don't really understand. It really is like a mutual of like, all right, we're going to wait. We're going to do these things. So we have things orchestrated and lined up. It's not like I'm just waiting for nothing. Like, I know that that's going to happen. I know that these things are going to be done, but that's just me figuring out and situating where I go next, you know? Yeah. And like, where does my life go next? Where does my career go next? And that's a lot to answer.
That's a lot. I was going to ask you, where do you see yourself in the next 5 years with your pod?
Exactly. That's a lot to answer when I'm in like a relationship that is long distance. And I'm like, could he move here? Could it be this situation? Like, there's a lot that like goes into it besides just like getting like an engagement ring and then going from there, you know? Yeah. So it's a lot that goes into it. And it's like, I want my podcast to thrive. I want to be that woman with a thriving career. The goal is to get the podcast picked up, be on a major network. The goal is to, you know, eventually, like, I want to host a show. Like, I want to do these type of things. Like, I want to host like a little cooking show or a little, or like, you know how like they have those little cake people, like a game show, or just do something like that.
You'd be really good at that.
Exactly. And like, even before the podcast, I feel like I'm talking a mile a minute. I had a major large Red Bull before I came here.
It's okay.
Sorry, you guys. But before even the podcast, I had filmed something called "Don't Be Shy" because I had a manager. Isn't that cute? Like a little play on words. And like I was like hosting it and like had different people on and like it never got picked up, but like it was just cute. Like I initially want to always do something like that. Shit, I don't even know, be on SNL, you know, like those type of things I see in my life and in my career. But it's like, that's what I was saying earlier. Like I also want a family. I want, you know, the white picket fence. I want all of these things. So it's just like a lot that goes into it. And his career, where he's at in his career right now, his career is kind of in a standstill. So it's like I understand him not being able to fully give me what I'm kind of asking. And it's like I understand.
Yeah.
I'm understanding of it. He can't give me exactly what I am because he's not where he's at. You know, so it's just a lot that goes into a play with relationships. But posting wise, yeah, you're gonna have to start posting me soon on the page because story's not gonna cut it if we like are
locked in like that.
If we locked in like that, we've been locked in for a long time.
Yeah,
we done had our little breaks. We didn't have them, but I ain't never been with nobody else. You know, I've never been with anyone else.
Okay, so on your break, you never went and had a drink or a little dinner with nobody?
Huh?
Okay, let's drink to that.
No. I literally, I only, you know. No, this is some shit that I've never even said to the podcast. They would be like, what? This is some shit that I've never even said to Behind the Likes. So they would eat this up. He would probably
take it easy on her, y'all.
Yeah, please take it easy on me, y'all, because that is where I get some of the most hate from my relationship.
Yeah, I mean, because people just love to judge a relationship. They love to compare a relationship.
Yeah.
They love to talk. I was just telling him, people love relationship shit.
Yeah.
No matter what it is. Because the goal, people are fighting their whole life to find somebody that they go with. They're trying to find their person.
Yeah.
Like that's the whole goal in life, is to find your person. So people are trying to figure out, is their person fucked up? Is there problems like common? Are we going through the same thing? So relationship shit is just whatever works for you, just do that.
And they aren't always pretty. Relationships aren't always pretty.
Not.
And they're a lot of work. Have you ever gone on a little date?
No. What? Girl.
Have y'all ever taken like a break that's like longer than like 2 weeks?
No, never.
Really?
Mm-mm. We probably should. We probably should take a little break. Golly, I've been
with him since 19.
Mm-hmm. And I've never cheated.
Yeah.
Never kissed nobody. Never had. I don't want to say have sex or fucked. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I've never done that either. I've never done any of those things either.
I've never, like, nothing.
Yeah, I went on. When we were like broke. We were for like almost a month. Mm-hmm. I went on a date, and I was just like, I was talking about him the whole time. I was like, what do you think I should do? It was
that's the worst.
We ended up being like, I was like, so how do you think I should have reacted in this type of situation while I'm literally on a full-fledged date with this person, and like at the end of the day, he was like, go get your man back.
Yeah, like it's too early, honey.
It was like, I was just like, no, I just can't. And when you're so deep and invested with somebody, when you are so, like, I'm so comfortable with this man, like the comfortability is just on another level. Like, and it's like, I'm not miserable with him. I'm miserable without him. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just it. And it's just like, I'm understanding. And I think that like, the only issue that I do have in my relationship right now is that I am ready for the next step, but I'm understanding that where he's at in his career and where I'm at in my career, it just doesn't seem like that.
Yeah, like when it's the right time, one of y'all are going to be like, I mean, if y'all truly want to be together and truly want to make it work at that time, somebody's going to have to give up something. Yeah. Somebody's going to have to compromise for somebody, and y'all are going to have to figure it out. And from there, it'll just be up from there. Once you can get past over that little change of hump, because one of y'all are going to have to change your life.
Exactly.
You know? Whether it's
it ain't
you
gonna
going,
be me.
whether it's you going and flying out here every whatever day you film, or doing it like virtual.
I know.
Or whatever the case, until you figure it out, or him just coming out here and just supporting your dream, because she gonna be popping.
Exactly.
And it could be too popping where you gonna get left behind if you don't join me.
Exactly, and that's the thing that I'm just like, that is where like our relationship is kind of like at, and it's just hard to like really say that or dissect it in a manner that people don't like. People who don't understand relationships or have never been in a real relationship, they don't understand that it is like a give and a take. And like we both are at this place where it's just like, all right, we both just focusing on ourselves and we have that in mind. We have the end goal in mind, you know? So how long was it when you were in a relationship until it was like, all right, what are we doing?
Like a couple months because I mean I was
Y'all posted
young.
after a couple months?
Probably like 6 months. We posted. Well, he didn't want to make me his girlfriend for a long time. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, so what are we doing? We're talking on the phone every day, like hanging out.
You don't get no better than this.
Yeah. I'm
What
like,
did you think?
He knew that though.
Uh-huh.
He knew that. And he was like, okay, I'm going to snatch her up.
Period.
And I loved Terrell so much because I didn't know what I could be. Like he built me up too. Like, you know what I mean? He didn't just get me and I'm just like, oh, this boss. I'm just this, like what people think I am now or what I made 19, myself to be. You know, I was 19. I was not living the best life. And he was like, okay, I like her. I'm going to make her my girl, whatever. And I don't know. I remember one day on the phone and I was like, when are you going to post me? And it was like on Twitter or something. Like, you got to let these girls know. Because at the time he was talking to a lot of girls. I'm like, you got to let the girls know that I'm that bitch now. Yeah. Like, you got to post me, honey. And he posted me. You posted me that night, right? Or something. Like, I don't know.
Exactly. Why is it that big of an issue? And you know, if a lot of people would take what you just said and be like, well, he built you up. Like, it's so much negativity around relationships because so many people are bitter and sad and lonely. Yeah. And we've built this like narrative of like this new generation has built this narrative of being like, I would like one. I'm sorry. Yeah. Not saying I'm putting up with bullshit, but you're going to have to put up with some stuff with anybody. So it's just like, I want a relationship. I'm not that woman who's like, I don't want to be alone. Like it's going to be an epidemic of like lonely, sad 50, 60-year-olds because they're like, I don't need a man, this and that. No, like I want to be in a relationship. I want those things with that person. You know what I'm saying? No.
And that's what I'm saying. I feel like you both have to want the same thing. Because I was with him and I didn't know what I was doing. I just moved out here. Like I wanted to start a business because I was just seeing all of our peers. Yeah. They were all rich and famous and they all had their own thing going on. And I'm like, I just need to like have something. And so he probably saw that in me and was like, okay. And he just helped me every step of the way. Like, okay, you want to do this? You want to do that? And then eventually it just started turning into, you know, I know what I want too. Yeah. I want this for myself. So you have to want it too. He can't just be like, oh, you need to have your own business. You need to dress like this, look like this, whatever. And you do it. You have to want to do it. And he helped me a lot. Just believe in myself and like trust myself. Like you can do it. Yeah. Cause I'm like, business. I didn't go to college. Yeah. I didn't do nothing. But I know I can sell some shit. Exactly. So let's figure it out.
And the same in my relationship as well. He's extremely supportive and extremely like pushes me to do that. And that he's like, I want you to thrive and excel. He completely like the don't be shy, completely funded that. You know what I'm saying? Like literally, and has grown me up in a lot of ways. Like when it comes to like bills, business, credit, like has literally bossed me up mentally as well. So it's just like, there's a lot of like, behind the scenes things that go into a relationship that people are like, well, why don't you leave if you don't give you a ring or if you don't do this that you want to do? I'm like, you don't know the ins and outs of our relationship. You don't know that I ain't had to pay some bills in a long time.
Yeah,
you know
exactly.
You don't know these things. So it's just like, you know, like it's like a give and take.
It's just whatever works for you. Because like people judge us so bad.
Really?
Like, well, especially now with TikTok. I feel like my Instagram family have just like me and him started our relationship on Instagram. They know we're together. They know who we are, whatever. But when TikTok started coming, it was so much of the world, so many other people that didn't know who the hell we were. Yeah. And so I posted something still viral to this day about being with him for almost 15 years and I'm not married. And they tore...
they eat that up.
They tear me up every day. Every day. But it's like, y'all don't know I have a ring. I have 3 kids. We have businesses together. We
have businesses.
Baby, I got business.
I got business.
I work. I love Tokyo.
Wait, so y'all business? Wait, so that's two right there. So that means engaged and married, right?
It's supposed to, yeah. So then when he gave me this ring, the next day we went and we got this ring. Because he was like, I think you're supposed to have 2. I'm like,
that's how you know when you like actually married.
You don't know what you're doing.
Yeah, I think it's supposed to be, well, at least spin the coin. But no, yeah, it's supposed to be. That's how people know. Like, oh, you engaged when you have one band. When you have two band, it's married. So y'all been together. Okay, great. The heat is off of me. So tell me more about how you are.
Don't feel bad.
Get on her ass too, y'all. Because
they are on my ass. Not your fans. But
leave us alone.
I don't mind. I'm like, I'll do it when it's time for me, bitch, to do it. And I want to spend the money and I want to do it and I'm going to do it the right way. I'm not doing no low budget shit.
See, I will.
I'm not. See, go get married. She gonna marry you in the living room. I'm not. Like,
you know what I'm saying? I don't need much. You know what I'm saying?
That's
but
good.
No, I'm just kidding. No, I don't. It's not even that per se. But y'all got kids together. You know what I'm saying? That's what I don't understand is I'm like, people are like, well, we got a kid. We don't want to get married. I'm like, I feel like a child is way more of a commitment.
it is.
You know?
It is. And we can do it. There's just been certain things why we didn't want to these last couple years.
Are y'all struggling financially?
Well,
I'm just kidding.
It was something like that. Why he's like, oh, I don't want to do this until this is over.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, okay, cool. But we could have got married before that happened. I just didn't know what the fuck I was doing.
I just noticed this.
Uh-huh.
That's you?
Yep. That's Heather Sanders, honey.
Period.
On the magazine. No.
This is another one?
I made that one personal, but
Period.
yeah, you can still buy
That
it.
is so, you can.
Mm-hmm. It's cute, right?
That is
It was
so
for my birthday
cute.
collection for Money for Nails.
I literally said, I'm like, she's such a literally has the best creative ideas. That's for a nail polish, you guys, right?
Do the
and a birthday.
most.
Does the most. Look, that is really good.
That was fun.
That really is very cute. And then you have one with the candles and stuff, like burning.
Oh yeah.
Very cute.
You know what?
Sorry.
I do everything. I've done everything that I want to do, but these last couple years, I've really been doing things that I enjoy because of what happened with Sorella and all the stuff. And I didn't put that much focus on it. We were able to start back on Fig, different things. I've been doing content, which I never usually do. I just post photos on Instagram, but I've been doing like TikToks, day in life, just stuff that I would never do. And now I'm like, I can do everything I want to do. Like, cause I want to be a DJ. I would love to be like a creative director for like a rapper, like a girl rapper, or like Lotto, or like somebody, and like, this is the photo shoot we're gonna do. This is what you're gonna wear.
You would be great at that. You really would be great at creative direction
give me
too.
a chance.
Yeah. And DJing. Yeah, she was the DJ at my party, y'all. Already lined up. She was practicing. Lo and behold.
I always practice. I just gotta know how to know how to do the little.
You'd be like, oh, they need a DJ here, you guys?
I'm like,
do y'all need a DJ? At church.
Turn on the Bluetooth. But I know how to get the people going.
Exactly. Period. When you left, I was like, wait, who's gonna be the DJ now?
Yeah, see, it's important. So I'm like, I can do whatever I want in this life.
And next is marriage.
And next is marriage.
You heard her. She said it, not me.
And I think I want to do the elope thing.
Really? And then have a big party. Yeah. I think the same way, because I got so much family.
I know, me too.
Mine is bad to where it's like, oh my God, I am planning. I'm a bachelor. I mean, no.
A bachelor, bridesmaid.
I'm a bridesmaid right now in one of my best friend's weddings. First of all, her wedding is in Paris. This bitch was talking about going to Greece for her bachelorette party. No,
you got to come about.
We going to Vegas. We're not doing all of that. We're not doing that. I'm sorry, but like, I'm like, and like being in so many weddings, I'm like that bridesmaid with 27 dresses. I'm like, God damn.
You've been a bridesmaid 27 times?
No, it's a movie. Oh. But because like always being like, it's like a rom-com. That's my favorite genre of movies. But it's like being a bridesmaid so many times. It's like, when am I going to find my husband? But it's so much money in these weddings. Like I see why people elope or have a destination wedding where I wouldn't even want to invite my like second cousins. Yeah. I really wouldn't. I literally want my sisters, my best friends, and his family, and that's it. Like I want like 60 or less.
Yeah, I have so much family in Texas. I can't even get them all out here because most of them are older.
Can't
like
make
my aunts and uncles. My dad has 4 brothers, 3 sisters. So it's a lot of them. It's like 8 of them. and they all have kids. It's just a big family, which I love my big family, but there's no way that Heather's going to get married, the first daughter out of my 4 sisters, and I'm going to do it out here with none of my family out here. Like, that just don't.
I'm just kidding.
Unless we fly. The only way to know they're definitely going to, because I can send the invite out and nobody's going to buy the ticket. It'd be like a small handful.
Yeah.
That are actually going to buy the ticket and be out here for my wedding. So I would have to be like, here's your plane ticket. Y'all are all coming.
Would you do it in Texas?
I wanted to. I want to do a big, nice country wedding in Texas.
That would be so cute.
But then it's like all of our LA friends would have to book the flight and then come out.
Yeah.
Which could work.
But he's
honestly. Like, no, I don't want to do that in fucking Texas. I'm like, we could be on horses. What? We fly.
Exactly.
White cowboy hats.
Had Beyonce playing in the background.
Yeah.
Exactly. This ain't Texas.
Vibes, right?
You know, it would be vibes. I mean, but I completely agree with that standpoint because it's just too much. You the oldest?
No, second to the oldest.
Oh, the second to oldest? Wait, did I meet the oldest one?
Kaylee?
Oh,
yeah, she was with me when I came to the y'all spot.
Okay, yeah. And I'm the baby. So
okay.
That's why our dynamic is a little different too.
How many brothers and sisters do you have?
Just 4 older sisters.
Oh, it's only girls? And then they all had boys?
All had boys, yeah.
Wow. That's cool. That's how I thought I was going to be. I'm like, I'm only going to have boys because my mom has 4 girls. But I got 1 boy in the family.
I have one niece. Okay. And I'm a great aunt now at this point. I have 3.
Great aunt.
Yeah, exactly. 3 great nieces, I guess. I don't know.
So do you feel like the oldest or the second to the oldest and the baby have a lot of differences?
My sisterly dynamic is different because I get along with all of them. Some of them don't always get along with each other. I mean, as you know, that's normal in sister relationships. But like me and the oldest kind of act low-key the most alike in a sense. But the one closest to me in age, we have the same sense of humor. I feel like being the youngest, like I've adapted a lot of their own personalities in one form. So it's like I know how to
be cool with all of them.
Exactly. I know how to be cool and shit. And first of all, I seen them bitches. They know how to fight.
Yeah,
I'm not trying to fight. I'm not trying to tussle with you, baby girl.
That's
you know
me
what I'm
and
saying?
my sisters. That's so funny.
Y'all be tussling?
We have.
They ever beat you up?
Yeah. Kaylee has, but I beat her ass too.
Exactly.
And ran over her. I ran her over on accident.
With a car?
I accidentally reversed. And she was behind the car, but I didn't know.
No, you did that on purpose.
No, I swear to God I did. She's like, she tried to kill me.
I'm crying. That's
over. I'm like, girl, raise your foot over your toe, barely, girl.
God.
I flipped. I'm like, well, I didn't see it.
I didn't know that happened. But it gets really, and honestly, sometimes that's scary because when you have sisters, you think that you could argue with other females like that, and it's just like, yeah, you can't do that. You cannot do that because it's just like, it's a difference.
It is.
You know?
Because you take it easy on your sister, it's your family. It's like you're not going to go that far.
Yeah.
But yeah, I be talking crazy to my sisters.
Really?
Yeah.
No, I remember one time, like, I've never had a fist fight with any of them. They've all fought each other. I remember one time, the oldest sister was trying to choke me. And look, I'm young as hell. I was still talking shit. I was so happy. I was praying that they was going to hold her back. And I was in the corner like, yeah. What are you going to do? Whole time she would have beat my ass because she's a police officer now.
Oh, wow.
But literally, the whole time I was just like, oh, I'm so glad they held her back.
That's funny. So, because me and my older sister, we get along, but her and the youngest are just alike, like you said. So, Kaylee and my youngest are just the same. And then me and Chelsea, like, we can get along.
I think there's one, so it's you, what's your name again? Chelsea? Love Chelsea. She's a little ball of fun. Little sweetheart. Remember we were driving in the car together? I was telling her about my deep, dark secrets, my personal life. I love getting drunk and telling somebody some shit about me.
In that short little drive?
I was like, yeah, so tell me about you now. I don't know what it is.
Do you feel like when you get in the car, or like you're driving the car, that you have to keep a convo going?
No, when my music is blasting, please shut the hell up. No. We said that too, right? She was just like, I like this song. And I was like, I know what that means. You shut my big ass mouth up. But
I feel like when I'm driving my car, I have to keep the combo going and I'll keep my music low. But if I don't have nobody in my car, music all the way up, windows down, not talking.
One of my cousins, love him to death, shout out to him. But like when we're in the car together, I don't know how this man knows every single tune to every single song. I'd be like, please shut up.
Yeah.
I'm like, I know I be putting on like the deepest of deepest like R&B music, and I'm like, I know he ain't gonna know this one. He catch the beat twice and then start like going on. I'm like, really?
Oh my God, that's funny.
But no, I'm like, I think I'm blessed to have sisters. I really am. I think that it's just like a little gang that like just we're a part of. It's like,
What's your favorite thing about having a sister?
they're built-in besties.
They're built-in besties.
What's your favorite thing?
That they're gonna love me no matter what.
Exactly. Literally, like I told you, the
They're
conversation.
not gonna judge me.
They're not gonna judge. I know everything about you.
Yeah.
Even the little things I don't know.
I be trying to keep stuff too. I don't tell my sisters everything.
No, you know what's funny? Me neither. And it's just,
It's an Aquarius thing.
yeah, I don't tell them everything, but when I do, they be like, that's why you was acting like that. Or when I disappear for like 2 weeks, I can't I was talking to them yesterday and they were like, they asked me to share my location or whatever because I was like, for my birthday, I want to go to a spa day by myself, like, like go somewhere. And they were like, well, you need to share your location. I remember one time, I didn't answer the phone. This is when I was with one of my exes we lived in New Orleans. And I didn't answer the phone because we were having the time of our life. And I am not even lying to you. My sister pulled up the next day because I didn't answer my phone and my phone was dead, whatever. Police and herself knocking on the door like a SWAT because literally I'm like,
God. I know that's right. That's what sisters are for.
I'm like, I can't never like go a day without responding to something,
Do you share your location with your man?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, okay.
Then I got that. You're doing too much.
And you turned it off.
Turned that off real quick. Y'all share y'all location? Really? I didn't mind because I don't really be doing nothing.
I mean, I won't mind if he's like, share your location, but he's not like,
Yeah.
where you going? Share your location.
Yeah. And I'm not like that either. He wasn't like that either. It was just like, I think it happened. It happened at a time where I was going somewhere by myself that was kind of sketchy. I was like, I'm going to just share my location. Like, I initiated it.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I had it on for like 2 days and he didn't have his. I was like, so share yours now at this point.
Share it right now.
Yeah, I kind of tricked him into that one, but looking back at it.
Do you FaceTime him randomly?
No, that's how we communicate though, being long distance.
Yeah.
So that's like a normal thing for us.
Do you like schedule like, hey, we're going to FaceTime in 30 minutes?
No.
You just be calling.
Yeah, just be calling. What? You know what I did for the first time recently? Well, not recently. I made a video for him, and which is crazy because it's just like, I know,
Wow.
right? I don't be doing none of that. I really don't.
It's an Aquarius thing. It's like,
yeah, it's
I ain't doing all that for you, nigga.
Exactly. Like, why am I doing that? But I'm like, whatever.
Try
like,
something new.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, is that kind of video? Oh, wow. Okay.
I'm just kidding. It wasn't that type of video. I just was saying, hey.
But and you have to keep it fresh.
And I'm like, it just was so awkward to me. But I'm like, I'm trying new things, Y'all be doing that?
Not really. He has his own videos. But I'm not like, I don't need to send it to him, I guess.
It's y'all right there. Exactly. When's the last time y'all had sex? I'm just kidding.
Like a couple days ago.
I was just kidding. Must be nice. Living with someone at all. Don't know what that's like.
Oh my God. I really hope y'all figure that out.
Yeah, I know.
And I hope y'all move in together soon and start a family or something.
It's just, I have to figure out a lot of other key components.
Yeah.
Have
you been on a worst date? Like a horrible date?
Oh my God, yes, where a man didn't pay for anything. He took me to, so here's the thing, he was a comedian.
And he had to,
No, he was a comedian. This is when I first moved to LA and I was single. And so this is like the first guy that I ever went on a date. Can I have a little water too? Just saying.
Shy's doing dry January.
Yeah.
So you want water or?
Yeah, it's just water. I just want some water.
I was gonna say you could break it, but
this is the first time in my life that I've ever gone this long, like paying attention to not drinking. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like literally like 2 weeks in, I'm like, all right, I need a shot, something. And it's not like I'm an alcoholic, I'm just social,
Yeah.
I'm a social drinker. Like right now, I would love to throw back some cocktails with you. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I would love to do that. But it's just like, I can't because it's being social. And I'm like, I have a full bar at my house. I just don't,
You are fun.
Yeah, it's like fun socially.
Yeah.
You're fun when you drink too.
I have to be drinking, else I'm not that much fun.
No, you're fun. You don't give yourself enough credit.
I don't, but people be saying I'm bored if I don't drink. And I feel like I've never drunk so much because I'm a smoker. Because I just like to be chill. Like I could just not say nothing all day and just be smoke, high, chill.
Yeah.
But I feel like since I'm in front of cameras, and doing like vlogs and this, especially, I'm like, I have to have a drink.
Yeah. When we first started our podcast, we would be wasted. And like, cause just to like get the comfortability of it. And then after a while, I'd be like, all right, I was drunk and I said some wrong shit. So it's like, let me like reel it in and start paying attention sometimes.
That was us with Back on Fig, because we would just get in the room and just get drunk. And you know how it was in that little room.
Yeah, exactly, in that little room.
And we would just get drunk and,
you know.
So how's dry January?
It's, you know, it's going.
It's going.
I don't see why people, I mean, I just want to do it just to have discipline. But I honestly don't see the point of it. It's not fun. It's boring. What are we saving? My liver?
What is the point of dry January? Just to start the year off clean?
Just start the year off on a clean slate. And honestly, I drink a lot. And like, I haven't blacked out in a while, which is a good thing. But like, I would drink, like I'm social, so I would drink consistently being social. But now it's gotten to the point where it's just like, all right, I need to chill and just want a fresh start. And you know, I try to do it every year because my birthday is obviously on the 31st. And I'm like, that's really my new year. Yeah. But I'm like, I've never completed it. Like, I've literally been like, because I was, even today, that's how you know I'm so weak. I was like, I know she's going to be drinking. I was like, I could take a little shot. I could do this. But I'm like, no, I'm going to stand tall.
I love that for you.
But it's boring. I honestly don't see the point in people not drinking. I mean, shout out to y'all who are sober, but it's not my thing at all, you know? It's just not.
I just have a really, like, alcohol runs in my family, like addiction. Alcohol addiction runs in my family. So I'm like, oh, God, I hope I'm not becoming addicted.
We all are, but it's okay. Oh, is that enabling?
Is it?
Okay, no, but we all have that type of, like, I mean, especially after COVID.
Especially after COVID. Oh, my God.
I was
5 years later.
knocking back bottles.
Oh, yeah.
I would wake up at like 6 o'clock p.m. and be like, woo, that was a rough day.
But don't you feel so shitty when you get like that? I don't like that feeling.
That's the thing that I've noticed too. That's why I kind of wanted to do it as well, because the older you get, the hangovers last for literally like days on end.
Yes.
So it's like when I have to be, you know, responsible and be like, all right, I have this to do. I have a lot more to do now, so I don't want my day to be ruined. I don't want to do anything. I'm in a bad mood sometimes. I'd be like, it just took up too much of my time.
It did.
So I'm just like, I need to find that nice balance where I can be like a girly girl and go to dinner and not order shots of tequila with my margarita. I haven't been able to reach that point yet. Like, I'm so childish.
Oh, my God.
I am not, like...
I'd die. I can't even drink and eat at the same time. I'm either going to be drinking, and then we're going to work up an appetite, and then I'm going to order my food, or vice versa.
I'm downing espresso martinis, going to the club, toilet and shitting. Like, I'm going back out, getting another espresso martini, another shot, an espresso martini, another shot, a spicy margarita, 2 tequila shots. Like, that's just how my nights go, and it's a problem.
What's your favorite drink?
Tequila.
Anything with tequila?
Yeah, tequila, spicy margarita for the most part. And that's nothing. You notice, do you get, what's it called? That acid reflux and heartburn. I noticed, honestly, like once you're in your 30s, it's just not as fun. Like, I gotta take Pepto-Bismol. Like, I gotta do all type of random things.
I be having to have water by me. I feel like I'm just like wake up in the middle of the night, about to pass out, feeling dehydrated.
And you got kids. I can't imagine coming back.
And I gotta get up.
Get the hell out of here. You know, like,
Mommy, I'm hungry. Mommy, this. iPad in the head. Boom. Stomping on me. Mommy, wake up.
Jesus.
So
I be drinking the moment I wake up with them kids. Do you?
No. Hell no. I can't be drunk all day. I would be so happy and they would probably love me.
Yeah.
But
I'm crying.
I'd be like, yeah, go do whatever y'all want.
Add a little Malibu in that smoothie.
And be good, yeah.
There was a point where when I would do that, like I would put like Jameson in my coffee and I'm like, what the fuck am I going through?
That's my friend Bianca. She's
really
crazy like that.
She be drinking like that? Alcoholic.
She is the alcoholic. She is. And she'll have a shot for breakfast. She's like, I know damn coffee. I want a shot.
You know, I would think it was a problem. Yeah, no, that's
a problem.
But you know, no judgment, to each his own. But I would think that like if I start going that route, I'd be like, yeah, something wrong with me. But I know I don't really have an issue. I just wanted to do it for discipline. Like I feel like I'm not that disciplined. Like I can be persuaded. I could be like, oh, you know, why not?
Me too.
I just be so chill. You know, I'm just a chill girl. I got my hands in my pockets. Thing. Exactly.
We just go with the flow, and I just be trying to make my other friends feel good too. Like I'm not drinking. Like I'm gonna be like the whack one that's not drinking with everybody.
Yeah, lame.
Like you want to have everybody have a
Yeah.
good time. You want to be on what your friends
Yeah.
are on. So they're like, oh, let's have a drink. Especially my friend Bianca. I know when I'm hanging out with her,
It's gonna be a good time.
drink is gonna be involved.
Uh-huh.
And if it ain't no drink involved, something's probably off.
Yeah.
Like something's
Is she
something's-
pregnant?
Yeah, something's off.
Or is she
like,
taking yeast infection pills? I'm just kidding.
something's
No.
off if we ain't having a drink. So I know when I hang out with her, like I can't be like, hey girl, let's go on a walk.
Yeah.
You have certain friends for certain things.
Oh, yeah.
You know, like
I think the good thing about Aquarius is that we are that friend for everything. If
We
you
are.
want to drink, we can do that. If you want to go on a walk or a hike, we can do that. You want to go to a museum, you want to take me to the ghettoest of the hood, the darkest corner, I would love to come.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's
it is Aquarius thing.
it's my vibe. Like we're chameleons. We can adapt to those environments. Like take me to church, you know.
Whatever
Take me
you
the
want to
club.
do.
You know, whatever you want to do, I'm down.
Whatever you want to be on, I can easily be on it.
You know what I thought about literally on my way here? Are you religious?
I'm Christian.
Are you Christian? Yeah, me too. What church do y'all go? Do y'all go to church?
No, not out here, and I need to.
You know, and that's the thing about it. I've been looking for a church, and it's just like LA just does not do it for me with the churches. I went to a church. They asked me to put my arms up, as in with
Oh my
metal detectors.
God.
I was like, the only thing bomb here is pussy. But other than that, I was like, there's nothing to be ashamed
Oh my
of. There's nothing to be
God.
afraid of. But no, I was just I was like, what are we doing?
I know. That's how I feel too. I'm like, what am I doing? And now I have kids to raise. I grew up in a church.
Yeah, you know.
So I grew up in a church. I went to Bible study every Wednesday, like vacation Bible school. Like my family literally owns their own church till this day. It's still there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wait,
So
they own their own church. So
Like,
wait, you're a
they built
pastor.
it-
You're a preacher's daughter.
no, I'm not a preacher's
I was about
daughter.
to say because you know them, they be some hoes.
Oh,
I'm just-
wow.
Y'all ain't never heard that.
No, I'm not a preacher's daughter, but I did grow up in the church, and all of my family, my aunties were, what did they call Chelsea? Where they put the money, the pallbearer, not the
Yeah,
pallbearer.
no, wait, ushers?
That's a funeral. Usher. Yeah.
The ushers?
They're the ushers. They ran the whole church. So like we grew up in a church. So I just have to, my kids, they know who Jesus is. We say our prayers.
You do? Okay.
Like we'll read we have this book. It's like Bible bedtime stories or whatever.
that's cute.
So they'll get it in a little bit, but I know they fully don't know who Jesus is, what he's done for us. He died for our sin. Like they don't fully understand. It took me a minute to understand.
Sometimes I be questioning. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah,
but it's
it is-
like you do. But I got baptized
like-
when I was 10 years old. So
the whale and the lion's den. There's a lot of stories going on up in this. Like, what are we talking about? But I'm like, but it's like I do.
believe.
Yes, of course, and I do want to like find like a home base in a church and a grounding. But it's like I be having to like go on YouTube. you
Yeah,
know?
I mean, at least as long as you get the word some way. So during COVID, I was like doing like I printed out little things to like do church on Sunday with my kids at home. So we would do that and we would listen to some songs and sing, and it would be like 30 minutes and it was done. But I got to figure out. I have one church. It's called the Shepherd Church that I went to. It's in Porter Ranch, and then they have one in Woodland Hills, and it's cool. Like I need to just get them in a routine of doing something.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah. I see
because
what
we
you
had to
mean.
wake our ass up every
Exactly,
Sunday.
exactly.
Wake up. Like I don't
Exactly.
care if your cousins are over all night. Wake up. You going to church. And I really love that about the South and just my family. I just feel like I just don't feel like that's here. I know it's in.
It's embedded in the South, though.
Exactly. It's embedded in the South. I know that vibe is here somewhere, but I'm just like, where?
Where it's, I don't know. I went to besides the church that was like metal detector down, I went to like another church last Sunday, and I was like, I hate to say it, but it was like a majority, like a white crowd, and it's just like I need a nice mixture. You know what I'm saying? Like I need a nice like balance of both, and it's just like the worship wasn't hitting like I needed it to be.
That's how the one is
The
that
word-
we go to in Porter Ranch is more white, but I would like a mix too.
Yeah, and I just like I don't want that pastor that be sweating and got the handkerchief and everybody passing out on the floor falling down. I don't want that
Speaking in
either.
tongues,
Yeah,
I don't
you
want
know-
that.
You don't believe in tongues?
I don't really. Do you?
You know, I had a praying mother, and I'd be scared as hell when I just.
She's
Like, what are we doing right now?
She's
No, I'm just
fucking
kidding. No,
tongues.
yeah, but like I mean, I can see this is probably taking a turn, but like I can see if someone, the Holy Spirit taking over somebody. So like however that happens with them, like I'm not opposed to like I'm not one to be like, oh, I don't believe in it, you know?
Is that Baptist church that do that? Because Christians,
I don't know. I think they do as well. I think because I went to a non-denominational church, but in Jeanerette, where my parents are from in New Iberia, my dad went to another church. I think it's Baptist, and that's where they were all like falling out and doing a lot. And I was
think
just
it's
like,
Baptist.
yeah,
And this is similar to Christian, but Baptist is a little bit. They do all the tongue stuff. They fall out. They
the
do
tongue
all,
stuff. What church are you going to?
I went with one of my families one day. I don't remember. I was always in the church, and they did that. I went home and told my mama I was scared to death. Like I was so
She was
scared.
jaded. I was like, this isn't what I.
And it's like I want to get into it. I want to feel it too. And they're like, "Do you feel it?"
They want you. They be like, "You feel it?" Like,
I don't.
I'm gonna fall down just because. I don't know. I just want you to.
I'm just go.
I'm just
go.
go.
Y'all leave me alone. Oh my God.
I remember sometimes it'd be like, I'd be mad at her. I'd be like, all right, you doing way too much right now. You are falling down. You doing all of this. You tumbling like you on fire.
Like, girl, you ain't feel the Holy Ghost that much. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But no, I know it's so important for my kids. Like, it's so important for them to know who God is, and just a routine of just going to church, getting used to it. He just is in our life, and I tell them like the only reason we have everything that we have is because of him, our health, our family, everything. Like, so I'm gonna do a better job of that. But
I don't know why that came across my. Maybe look, I'm an angel.
The Holy Ghost,
that was the Holy Ghost.
The Holy Ghost. I'm telling you, but I don't mind it. I need that.
Yeah.
Because my grandma was always preaching it to me. She passed away last year, but she was always like, it's okay. She lived her best life. She was 90-something years old.
Damn.
It was her time.
I know, 90s, but 96 is you've lived a long, pretty good life. And I think that maybe that is why I was thinking about it, because I know how it is growing up in the South, you know?
Yeah.
And like how, like, if I didn't wake up, like, now kids have the option. They'd be like, if you don't want to go to church, what? Get up, or the bill gonna wake me up. Yeah. And then I'm gonna have to go, you know?
That's get up, get dressed. And I'm happy that I went through that and my family did that with me. Because I'm about to do that to my kids, and we about to take our ass to church on Sunday.
No, I remember my mom would like drop us off at church or drop us off at the library, and would have us like, this is why kids so bad now, and that's what they need to be doing again. Drop us off at the library and like would make us write a book report of the book that we read at that time frame. And little did I know she needed her own break.
Yeah.
And that was probably her mom time. But for us, I was like, well, I hate her. Like, why are we going to the library every single weekend?
That is
But
funny.
like, now I'm like an avid reader.
That's good. And you have a great vocabulary. You're using words I ain't ever even heard before. I'm just like, yep, I know what that means.
I stutter a lot sometimes. Or like if I'm my mouth can't keep up with my brain when I'm talking about like things that are uncomfortable for me. So it's like I can't even articulate, because it's like I know so much and I'm not even keeping up. And like even like the relationship, I was like, I hate this part. And I was like, I knew you were gonna talk about it, but I'm like, I hate talking about my relationship. Well, mainly because it's like I don't mind, because I knew it was gonna happen, but mainly because it's, if I'm gonna be honest, it's not where I really want it to be, and it's an uncomfortable topic. Like, you don't like talking about things that you don't really like have the full answer to sometimes. And like I remember when I didn't really know where I was going in my career or what I was doing, I would hate going around like family, and they'd be like, "So what you doing?" I don't fucking know.
I know.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like kind of like the same thing sometimes.
Yeah.
But
I know your family's so proud of you.
They are.
Oh my God, I saw your mom come out. We went to dinner. Remember we went to the dinner?
Oh my gosh, she was
there
that
for
up.
your live show. She is so sweet. And then you go out there every Tuesday to help her with her foundation?
No.
What is that? I thought it was a Peggy.
They don't live out here. They live in my mom's name ain't Peggy. Her name's Cynthia. It's all old ass names though.
So who do you go out there and help?
My parents still live in Louisiana, so they live in Louisiana, and my oldest sister still stays in Louisiana. But the other two moved to Texas, and one lives in Florida. So what I do most Tuesdays, I didn't go this Tuesday. I got in a little fender bender today. Can you believe that?
Oh no!
I know. I was gonna blame it on you, but it wasn't. No. I was gonna see if you felt bad. I'd be like, yeah, I got in a wreck on the way here. That's why I was late.
That's horrible. Oh no.
But no, I didn't. Shout out to getting my nails done for free, because my the nail tech was literally calling me and was like trying to reschedule. It was still my fault.
They look really good.
Thank you. Just something simple, classy for my new year. But he was calling me and was trying to reschedule. I was like, what? And I'm like, the lady, she pressed on the brakes and then she was about to go. So I'm talking to the guy answering my phone and I hit her and I'm like, God damn it, I just hit her. And he was just like, what? You hit who? How?
Oh no.
Then I came there and I got my nails for free. So shout out to him. But wait, what was I saying? I'm all over the place. Sorry. Wait.
They're over here cracking up at you.
What was I saying? Oh, talk about the foundation. No, my parents don't live here, so the foundation is just this foundation. This guy Pierre. It's a mixture of both of his grandmother's names, Peggy Beatrice. So every single Tuesday. What?
I'm thinking Peggy is your mom.
Peggy is not my mom. You done met my mom.
I did.
Took her about 12 years to know my name correctly, for one.
Oh my God, I know.
Starters. Two.
Today I'm like,
she don't know my. She think my
get her
mama name
right.
is Peggy. Her name is Cynthia.
Cynthia, because I love her little reviews of y'all show.
Oh,
Where
yeah.
are those at?
She was getting too detailed with him. I was like, leave him alone.
It was so cute.
Keep him in the vault.
Her mom, Peggy, no, just like her mom, Cynthia, she would watch her show every Tuesday, her podcast Behind the Like, and then write a review, a summary of the show, and tell her what she enjoyed, what she didn't like, what she thinks she should work on, or what she thinks she should have done differently.
What was his name in the tub? Rev Run?
Yeah.
That was her. Every Wednesday, giving her review with the tub and the candles lit, and I loved it too. But after a while, she started telling me what I should be doing differently, and was like, "You don't do that. You leave that for winter to say, or this and that." And like just critiquing me a little bit, and I was like, "All right, you know what? You're not getting posted."
No, you should make that a thing on y'all's podcast where you read Cynthia's weekly review of the pod from the previous week.
People were asking me to. They would be in my DMs like, "Where your mama review at?" And they loved her.
I missed it
for the live show. We were backstage, and we were backstage, just like waiting for the people to come up. This and that. We heard like a loud roar, like we were confused. We were like, "What the hell was that? Who walked in?" So I text one of my best friends who was already there. I just have so much gas, you guys. But I text one of my best friends who was already there. I was like, who was that? Why are they yelling? We were like, who came? Like, we were like, did Cardi B come? What? Like, who is it? Like, that's how loud they were yelling. They were like, girl, they were yelling for your mama.
Oh my God.
Yeah, because she was on one of the episodes. They were like, Miss Cynthia. Like, yelling for her. I'm like, and she was eating up. She was like this.
She's
like, no, when she got out the car, like, there was like a video of like people like, ah! Like, as people were still in line. I was like, yeah, that's like little things like that, like, really make me appreciate the fans and like the supporters, just like showing genuine love in those things. That's what it helps with the hate too, because it's like we know so many more people love us.
And y'all had a really good turnout. Did you feel like, damn, we famous, bitch?
I didn't. It was nice to see, to be appreciated, because like we put in so much work, and I know like it was just nice to be appreciated. It was like a full circle moment, and yeah. And
because you see this number and it's like, oh, I have 50,000 views or whatever.
Yeah.
I saw this post and it was like 50,000 people and it was a whole arena.
Exactly. Imagine that, 50,000 people, And so it's like, it just was, I was appreciative and I was grateful for that moment. And it's just like, hopefully, because we have a live show, we are two-man teaming it up with our assistant, and finally we're getting the tour manager. We have a tour manager and doing all these things. And our live show is going to be started, like our first show is February 23rd in Arizona. And like we booked New York. That's going to be, I don't even think we told them yet. It's like March 7th. We're trying to lock in Atlanta, Houston, Miami, Chicago.
So good.
So it's a lot that goes into it. And it's just like, we want y'all to appreciate it as much effort as we put into it. So that first live show was just like, y'all are here. Y'all love us.
Yeah. I know that feeling.
It was actually kind of overwhelming because they would not shut up. While we were while we were talking, they'd be like, I got this. And we so cool and we just like want to talk to every single body, but we like, all right, y'all, let us do our job a little bit. But
let us like actually talk and entertain y'all.
Yeah, and then when they were quiet and I was talking and I'm looking at the crowd, I'm like, oh, I don't know what to say.
You were crazy. You were twerking. No, you were all off the thing.
I was all over because I actually ended up like getting extremely drunk, which I'm not going to do the next time. Like, I'm like, next time we need to have like a fake bottle of liquor, because I was like actually like really taking those shots. Did you see on my story by the end of that video, I was like,
I saw.
Yeah, no.
Almost fell into the crowd.
No,
girl.
I did. Literally, I'm twerking, doing a split, tore my this bone. I don't know, whatever it is. I was wilding out.
Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and get into some current topics right now.
Yay.
So Taina and Ari, G Herbo's baby mama, they just did a cooking show, Ari's cooking show. She brought Taina on, and they've been beefing for a long time. So this was like the first time everybody saw them out in public. They can talk about all their viral moments and stuff because they was viral for a long time. How do you feel about that? Do you feel like baby mamas can be cool? Or do you feel like, baby mama shouldn't be cool? Or what are your takes on that?
You know what's crazy? I was in a relationship, like my first actual real relationship, first boyfriend, all that, had a child. And I'm like, we're in high school and he already had a child, which is a rare thing. But I'm like, nobody was having kids like that back then. But like he already had one. Me and her hated each other in the beginning. I'll never forget, she ate me up on Facebook one time. We was going back and forth, and I was just like, remember Lil Wayne's song? He was like, the chance of him coming back to you, that's anorexic or something like that. I said something like that, and she posted, the only thing anorexic is you. And I was like, you know what? I actually might like you, bitch, because that was funny. And like, I think it's only kind of possible when you're not dealing with that person anymore. And so like we kind of became kind of cool when we weren't talking, when me and him like kind of stopped being in a relationship, we weren't dealing with each other. That was the only way for me. So it's like, to me, it seems like they not talking, they not being together. But I think it should be cordial. I think you should be cordial in relationships.
I think so too when kids are involved.
Yeah.
But Ari had tried to put like child abuse on Taina and was like, you hit my son or something like that. Remember? Do you think you could ever come back from that? Somebody trying to throw that on you and still be cool and get past it?
See, that's Instagram shit though. Like that's really that's really that social media shit. Like I don't know if I would be cool with that type of stuff. Cause like if I have a fallout with any of my friends and they ever go to the internet, like we never talking again.
But they weren't friends.
Oh, no, but I'm just saying like you go into the internet. But I don't, what's crazy? If I was in that position, I don't know if I would have gone on her cooking show. We could be cool, but it's just like, I don't know if, I wouldn't allow nobody to like, how do I say this? Little girl me? Is that, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm not, I don't know. I don't know their situation. I don't know their dynamic. I didn't watch the show. So I don't know if maybe she was like coming back at her with reasonings and why. Did you watch it?
I watched it a little bit.
You did? So how was it? What was it like?
It seemed cool. Just like...
Did it seem like she was like sunning her a little bit or no?
No.
Okay, well then, you say yeah, a little bit? Yeah, I don't know if I put myself in that position because I would have to be on like the defense and I don't want to put myself in any position I got to be in the defense in. Or have to
I feel like they just have two different personalities, and one is really, really nice, and one is really, really dominant and bold, and says what she wants to say, and kind of like bully vibes.
What's her sign?
I don't know.
Yeah, because because honestly, I can be a mixture of both. I'm never a bully, but I could be very dominant, and I could say what I want to say. Like you can know that, you'll know that, but to me, I don't think I would have put myself in that position. No, I would have been like, nah. It could be on my terms. You know what I'm saying? It could be a situation where we sit down and talk together or something like that. But like, I don't know if I would have been a guest. I don't know. That's just me. But teach yourself. Like after you talk some shit about somebody, you'd be like, but no judgment though. I'd be like, oh, this is what I hate on the podcast when people be like, love you, but shut the.
Just say you love me, bitch.
No, don't say nothing. Just come with the hate. Because it's just like, just come straight with the hate. You don't got to say you love me, but, and then say the worst shit you could ever think of to me. You know what I'm saying? That absolutely makes no sense, But.
Did you have TikTok downloaded? Did you delete it?
No. You deleted it?
No. But I saw some dumb girl on my page I followed today talking about, I deleted it, and now I can't download it again.
I got ate up in my DMs because I said, y'all, I literally was joking and told people to calm their tits. Because it's coming. I'm like, how do I get ate up for joking about being like, TikTok is going to be right back? They be mad because I be right. And I say that. I be right. They be upset. But this is nitpicking and finding things. I knew TikTok was going to be fine. But like, I don't be on like TikTok like that. I really don't.
You don't?
No, I need to post more. I said that was going to be my goal in 2025 to like post more. Now, it's very commendable. Influencers, I commend y'all because it's a lot to like consistently do that all the time. Like sometimes I just want to throw my phone away. Like, you know, I don't want to deal with it.
Winter's so good at it.
She's so good at it.
She's so good at naturally just Like me, I'm like, my video gotta be edited right. It still gotta be.
Yeah.
She'll just get on there with her bonnet. This, boom, viral.
And I'm kind of like that too. But
Yeah, you
she's
could
good.
be.
She's good with the finding like having like the viral content or like the viral sounds. Like
Yeah.
I'm more of like a talker. Like I'm like I like you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Like I will talk shit. And I'm like and I get tired of my own voice sometimes. So I'm just like I know other people do. You know what I'm saying?
You should do that.
You know, but
More of that 2025.
More of that
More
in
shy going
2025.
viral on
be on the lookout, you guys.
TikTok.
Yeah.
So, okay, she said I messed up her name. You give me anxiety about that because it looks like Chai.
Okay, you one of those people who tell me how to pronounce my name?
What's your real name? What's your real name?
Shakwanisha?
Shakwanisha?
Yeah.
It is?
Yes. Why are you laughing?
I thought it was Cheyenne, girl. Oh my God, Shakwanisha. I love that. It's beautiful.
Why are you lying? That's not my real name. I just be wanting to see people's reaction.
Okay,
like,
what
I love
is it?
telling white people that, and they'd be like, "Oh, I love it. That's lovely." You know,
That's my granny.
Literally, but no, it's Shiriel. So
Oh,
it's
pretty.
CH, and like, do you say Chicago? CH, like people always like to be like it's the CH with the ch, but it's like you don't say Chicago, you say Chicago. So it's like literally like the CHYRELLE. Shiriel.
Shariel.
It's French.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah.
it's a Creole, huh?
I don't know. I just made it. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. My last name is, though. My last
What's
name really
that?
is Fontenette.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, Shy. It's simple.
Yeah.
It's like you like those girls who couldn't pronounce Megan's name right. You
Megan
seen
Thee-
that? Megan Thee Stallion. She was like, they were on a podcast and they were like, what's her name? Megan.
Oh, yeah,
yeah, exactly. But I'm like,
They had me hot.
I was like, girl, you
They
can
had
pronounce
me
Megan,
hot.
especially in your culture. It's a
Yeah.
very valid name.
Very common.
Y'all got Megans,
That is
please.
funny.
You know?
All right, we're gonna go ahead and get into a game. Oh my God, we killed it today.
Did we?
It was so good.
Yay!
I'm like, oh, I feel so comfortable. I was so nervous.
I'm sorry if I was yapping too much. I'm a yapper. I got a
love it.
podcast. You know?
That's why you got a podcast.
You
It's
know?
a successful podcast. All right, we're gonna play a little game called Lock It In that we play here on Safe to Say. So I'm just gonna ask you questions. You can just answer them fast.
Okay.
All right. What's your go-to flirting emoji?
That you know the side one? Like
The smirk?
the smirk. Yeah, a little smirk.
Yeah, that's a good
Yeah.
one.
That's a good one. Like you know what I'm talking about.
Mine is like the demon, the purple one.
Oh, you that type? Oh, I see it. Okay, that is cute. Okay.
Have you ever ghosted anyone?
All the time. What? Just kidding.
All the time.
What is that, bad thing?
No.
No, you know, I'm not ghost, but like be like, I like I said that earlier. I was just like, I mean, if we don't got nothing to talk about, we don't got nothing to talk about. Like it is what it is. There was this one guy I was in a relationship with for like 3 months. I swear to you, we said I love you to each other the day before, and the next day neither one of us reached out ever again. To this
How
day,
awkward.
I have had the same number since I was in 10th grade. If he were to reach out to me right now, I'd be like, damn, where you come from? You know, we never said goodbye. We never said anything. And that is the type of shit that I love. Because
my
we knew
God.
we really was. I was like, I didn't really even love him for real. We just never talked again. He's not blocked, anything. We just never have
I
talked
want to
again.
say I love you fast. I be talking to be like, oh, I love you.
No, I say that. I literally was trying to book this venue for my friend's bridal shower.
Oh my God.
For a bridal shower.
The
and I was-
South thing.
No, you literally. And I was like, thank you, love you, bye.
Terrell, though, he gets so upset with me and Chelsea.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm just kidding. I just be joshing. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
I want you to know I
love
love
you,
you, and I
pal.
want you to do the best you can do to help me.
it gets so annoyed. Why the fuck y'all be saying love you? That shit weak. Like, I'm just going down the street. But you could go down the street and you could be not come home after.
Yeah, love you. Sorry, I always would say. I used to say.
He's like, that shit weak.
In the South or in like Louisiana and New Orleans, they would say baby a lot. So I'd be like, thank you, baby, to like random people. I'd be like, okay, I need to like stop saying
That's one thing
that
I
one.
don't do.
What, say baby?
No.
No
Terrell
nickname?
has never been called baby by me a day in his life.
Really? What do you call him? Come here, nigga.
Terrell.
Oh.
Terrell.
You know, honestly.
I don't be like,
No, I love a good term of endearment.
is that what it's called?
Yeah,
I call
like
it sexy
baby.
talk.
Wait, what you be saying in the bed? You'd be like, daddy? I can't say daddy.
I don't say that.
What do you say?
Gag me with
What do
a
you be
fucking
like?
spoon.
Big T?
Never. No. I maybe will call him baby.
In those
But
type
I
of
gotta
situations.
be.
Yeah, no, to me, I'm just like, I can't say daddy because I'm like, I call my dad daddy.
Same.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm never
like,
calling you that.
But like, I don't know. Like, he would probably be like, in my relationship, he'd probably be like, daddy. Or like, you know, daddy.
Oh, you've been fucking me.
What are you talking about, daddy? I don't know.
I'm not calling him daddy.
No, but I say baby and babe and those type of like terms. Like, I say that.
I don't just be like, hey, babe, what you doing, babe?
One of my sisters,
Love
her
you,
man
babe.
calls her.
Have a good day, babe.
Oh, you don't say that?
No.
Yeah. No, one of my sisters, her man calls, her fiance calls her queen.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's
One
good.
of my exes used to call me beautiful all the time. I liked that.
That's
like, I
cute.
loved beautiful. And I remember there was this like meme one time. It was just like, he called me beautiful so much, I don't even know my own name. I was like, that's me.
See, that's me.
I loved beautiful.
Terrell, if he calls me and be like, "Oh, you look so good, girl," or whatever, I'm like, "Get the fuck out of my face!" Like, cause
I'm crying.
We're not like super affectionate.
You'd be like, come dap me up. You know?
I'm just like, get the fuck.
They be dapping in the bed.
No.
Good one, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? That was a good round. What are we doing here?
I'm just not like, I don't know. That's my Aquarius in me.
no.
I hate it.
I'm not really that
Well,
affectionate
no, I
either.
like you.
Evan, say Evan. But yeah, whatever, Evan. He had to like, he had to tell me, he'd be like, you need to like, you know, not be more affectionate because I am affectionate, but like, let my guard down. It took me a long time for that. That's why I'm like, it took me a long time to like let my guard down and fully be like emotional and available.
Yeah.
I really wasn't emotionally available for like a year. And I think that is an Aquarius thing. And like when I think we talked about this on the podcast, when my friends be like crying, I'd be like, one little small finger, you'll be okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, literally, I'd be like, you'll be fine.
I know.
You know?
Like, oh, I gotta hug
But
her.
I'm an affectionate person because my mom is affectionate. Like, she'll hug you and cradle you and like kiss you. She's extremely affectionate. So it's weird. I don't have a problem with affection. It's the emotional aspect of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. What was the game?
I know, the game.
Sorry, I'm horrible.
Okay.
Sorry.
If your life was going to be turned into a movie, who would you play? Who would play you?
Who is tall, beautiful? I used to, at a certain point, I've gained a little weight, but I used to get Zendaya all the time.
Ooh,
So
okay.
it would probably be
I can see
Zendaya
that.
because we kind of similar in look, and she's a phenomenal actress.
That's a great one.
Who else? Can we just do one? Because it was Beyonce. I'm just kidding.
I would love Beyonce to play
Beyonce,
me.
you want to be my biopic? You know
That's
what I'm
like
saying?
China saying she wanted Lotta to play her. Everybody was like, huh?
What?
But they do look alike.
They do look alike at certain times. You know, like they do. I can see it.
But
I've gotten so many people. Like I've gotten that I've looked like Lauren London, Drea. I've even gotten Black China
I get
before.
Drea. And I get
Drea.
China with the short hair.
You know, hit me up, twins. I don't know. Come on the pod.
Oh, this is going to be a game question. Who's your dream guest to be on Behind the Likes?
Beyonce.
Wow.
I know she watching. Come on over. You know.
She might. She's all about women empowerment.
She is. I would love for Beyonce to come on. Like, I love her. I'm obsessed with her.
Yeah.
They called me Cheyonce. Nobody calls me that but myself. But
They got me
if they
Beyonce.
did, I told her that when I met her. I literally said that, and she was like, first of all, smelled, okay, I sound like a psychopath, but smelled great. And I was like, hi, you know.
You met Beyonce?
Yeah, I met her. Wow. I was a psycho over it, and I love telling this story. I sure do. I've said it multiple times on my podcast. So when I met her, it was at a Diddy party. Don't shoot me.
You've been there. Wow.
Yep, I was up and in them. No, I'm just kidding. No, it was one, and we left early. Everybody loves to say that, but we did. But no, it was a Diddy party that everybody was there. Like Kobe, Queen Latifah, Mary J. Blige was doing her knee dance. Like it was all type of shit going on. Like I loved it. So Beyonce was there, and I didn't realize we were right next to each other. I was doing my two-step. She was doing her two-step right behind me. I turn around from the two-step dance. I see Beyonce. I do like this. And I turn automatically around again. I'm like, oh my God, I'm so scared. So from there, I would go up to her. I'm like, hi, you know, I'm shy. She's like, hey, how you doing? And I did the thing that I've never done. Being in like we've been around celebrities all the time. It does not faze me. I don't care. I met Will Smith. Like there's A-list celebrities that I've been around, been in rooms with, talked to, not phased at all. Beyonce's just different to me. I was like, hey, can I have a picture? can I take a picture? She's like, oh, I'm not doing that right now. So I'm just like, all right.
Oh.
I said, oh, I was gonna be like, I see you take one over there, but I was like, I ain't gonna overstep.
Yeah, exactly.
So I was just like, all right, cool. But I told her, I was just like, I'm from the South, and she's like, oh, for real? And I was like, they call me Beyonce, and she was like, do they?
You did not tell Beyonce this.
I said, oh, look, she said, do they? And I was like, no. And she was like, you funny. And she busted out laughing. I was like,
not the deep voice.
she thinks I'm funny. She did have a deep voice. But okay, yeah. That was
I
it.
love that moment for you.
Yeah, no, that's who I would want on the podcast. I don't know who winner would want.
That's
probably Erykah Badu.
Beautiful, both are beautiful dream guests.
Yes. Who would you want? Besides me. Just kidding.
You are on my bucket list, honey. So I'm glad I got this marked off the list. Who would I want to come on my podcast? Probably Kim Kardashian or Rihanna. Those are my two faves.
Yeah, you can get that. You can.
What do you think?
Yeah. Aren't you
Maybe.
cool with Kylie?
That don't mean I'm
I
gonna have all
pull
the.
in a favor, please.
Hopefully one day I'm gonna speak it into existence. Hopefully somebody sees this.
Yeah, they watching. That's what we be saying on the pod. I'd be like, I know you watching. When we talked about Donald Trump one time, we was like, Donald Trump, I know you watching this, so stop. I don't know.
So go ahead and
Come
put
on,
the whole
Kim.
USA
Come on over.
on.
Yeah, I want Kim on too.
She's a good
Sorry,
one.
what's another question?
Who is your childhood celebrity crush?
Chris Brown.
Isn't that everybody's?
Yes, I remember going to a Chris Brown concert. I was 16. My mom got me tickets, and I swear he was staring at me. He was. I swear, I was in that seat like, he gonna ask me to come backstage with him. I was like, this is great.
I'm like, because I had went to his concert recently when he was just here in LA, and all the girlies was dressed up, and this is this. I'm like, I really used to go to the concert, get dressed up, and be like, I might get talk to him tonight.
Exactly. Every time
I might get picked out of the crowd.
I might get picked, and look, and then like I remember I'll never forget when he was singing in that little corner where I was at, because I was close. I had a nice seat. I was like, all right, this is my cue to be serious and seductive and sexy and be like,
Oh my God.
it's never a right time. I was like, I'm worried. I'm like, wait, it's about to be eye contact. Lo and behold, when I got older, he had seen me.
That's funny.
You know?
I love that. Oh my gosh. That's hilarious. Anyways, I'm like, these girls, Charles like, why are the girls getting all dressed up? It's not like they're about to see the nigga. I'm like, they
You
might.
never know.
You never know what can happen.
No, but now as an adult, like I'm wearing tennis shoes
Yeah.
to any concert.
Me too. But that's how you just know it's just like y'all are young girls and I'm grown up.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I'm coming comfortable to the concert.
No, I wore boots to see my girl B.
Yeah.
I'm wearing boots.
Okay. 3 words to describe your personality.
Crazy, sexy, cool. No, I'm just kidding. What was that song? That was a song.
Good
Hilarious, personable, and what's a better word for kind? What's gregarious? Remember when you had them resumes and you be like, I'm a gregarious individual? I never forget, I got called out on that one time. He was like, oh, you're gregarious, eh? I was like, yeah, sure.
Very much so. What the hell does that mean?
It means like, what does it mean again?
She coming on here with the big words.
You know? They would never say that on my podcast.
You're too smart for me.
Literally, a comment last week, because we had this segment of like Watched or Read. Literally a comment last week was like, somebody need to give Shy the dictionary as her Watched or Read because she be using words wrong. So,
Oh no.
so literally, I was like, and I commented back on it. And I was like, that's hilarious.
That's funny.
It's good you can laugh at yourself too. Like I be laughing at myself. Like I'd be like, or when they say something that like, I'd be like, damn, like I didn't even do nothing and you mad at me. I'd be like, I'll comment and be like, tough crowd. You know?
Y'all didn't get the joke.
You know?
Guilty pleasure movie or TV show that you love to binge watch?
My favorite guilty pleasure movie is Bridesmaids. I can watch that a million times. Or randomly, I love Harlem Nights.
Oh, wow.
I know it's random, but I love Harlem Nights. I love you shot my pinky toe. You know, like I love like Harlem Nights. I love those type of things. Favorite TV show? I used to love...
Movie or TV show?
Oh, okay. What's yours?
I don't watch TV. I'm boring.
What you be doing? Scrolling? Spending time with your kids?
Yeah.
Motherly things?
Yeah.
I wish that was me.
Or organizing. I wish I watched TV because everybody makes it seem like it's so much fun, and
I don't care
even
for
know how to
TV like
turn
that
on
either.
the thing. I'd be like, Terrell, come turn on the.
Not a grandma. I'm just
Yeah, such a grandma. Okay, what is one of your 2025 goals?
I said to be intentional.
Okay.
With every single thing that I do, just to be intentional. If I'm posting it, to be intentional. Every single day, like just intentional about my health, my wealth, anything that deals with me. Because I haven't been, I wouldn't say selfish, but like I've always been helpful to my surroundings, and I feel like this year I just want to be wholeheartedly be focused and intentional with myself.
That's great.
And that's what my relationship too. I'd be like, I gotta focus on me, Lucius. And I'm just like, I don't know. Gotta put me first sometimes, but
yeah, always
intentional. What's yours?
This is your game, not mine.
No, you got. How would you not expect to have them answer too?
One of my 2025 goals. I have so many. See, I have my goals broken down in tiers, but I would say.
Next. No, I'm just kidding.
I gotta do a good one. Yours is all intentional. Mine's like, lose weight like the normal regular was. Work harder, like it's the same shit. Yeah, we're gonna pass on that. We're gonna go ahead and end this episode. Thank you so much, Shai, for coming on this show. It was so good. My nervousness all went away.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for being here. Much success to you and everything you have going on behind the likes, your relationship, being more intentional with yourself. Love that for you.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you for having me. I've thoroughly enjoyed being here. I really like the little audience too, because it really just be me and Winter.
She's just looking at everybody.
I know, I do. I like it because literally we just be cracking up. We don't even be knowing if our jokes hit sometimes, but we be laughing at them. So we be like, I engineered and fell asleep a few times. I'd be like, shit, is this a horrible episode? You know what I'm saying? It's nice to have like a reassuring, people around too.
Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.
So happy to have you here.
Make sure y'all tune in to Behind the Likes and check out. We will be having a live show coming soon, and we will have other dates signed up. Check that out. Follow me. Instagram, have all that stuff.
Period.
Everywhere.
That easy. And then Behind the Likes.
Behind the Likes. You see it on YouTube, Behind the Likes Podcast. Our Instagram is Behind the Likes Pod. Yeah.
Yeah, follow it up. Make sure you guys tune in, subscribe to their channel. All right, you guys, we're going to go ahead and end today's episode. Make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, and we'll be back with more episodes. Bye.